Billy, that's you? Billy, that's you?
First, I do care about the turtles, and I do not like straws because of that, sure.
I love a straw. I love a good straw. I love sucking on shit. Not dicks or anything. Nothing
115 10.
Nothing homosexual.
1 3
That
2019.
makes sense.
Okay. That's
right.
gonna be in the opening video. Oh. Oh my god, bro. There is no one like you. You are...
But I'm gonna fuck around and make my whole fucking album distorted, and they gonna be like that boy edgy as fuck. Yeah, fuck. TCAP 803.
Coming heavy with the weight and feel. Wonder if the hoes in Jesus' hand he'll give a fuck how a man feel. Whole world at a standstill, stigmatized. Donald Trump they will not criticize. Still question Obama like my nigga lied. White girls used to sell my nigga ride. Out here switching sides. Costing shit to mind the window cause they living blind. And they soul not showing. I swear my flow how potent. How these hoes got open and you know Pop's joking. If he expect forgiveness, I'm one of your 7 victim hoes free of heaven's prison. These are split decisions. And I think I give the misses what I give the masses. My whole arm there are no walls. I ain't kissing asses the shit and I don't stop. Don't stop. She ain't bars the end and she won't call her. You didn't see it coming. People are screaming, running, baby like babies. Why they didn't need enough to drive horsepower. Steven punching, smoking weed, I'm blunting. Notice these is stunning, ain't me like Jesus functions. Eating knowledge, I got key consumption. Super Saiyan, water, B, I eat a peanut butter. With your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your shit and see it sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box of moving buckets. My demon, she's even sucking. She really need me so fucking.
They can probably hear us, but still.
God calls.
They can't hear us. We got the mics on. I thought the music.
What did you just say? They can hear us? The lights are on?
No, I said they can hear us. Oh wait, the mic was on, not the light.
Well,
was
I
on.
know. Oh, okay, the mic. I was about to say, bro. They can hear us. The lights are on.
No. I mean, they can read
I thought you were
lips.
associating sound with sight.
Oh, you already tweeted it.
Yeah, I told you.
Or,
You are
sent
just
it.
not on your A
you
game
sent it.
tonight.
You sent it in the group chat though,
Yeah,
right?
I did both.
Okay,
You said tweeted.
good. My
I was
bad.
about to say.
Because it's Tweeter.
It is Twitter.
Tweeter. Is it Tweeter?
It's Twitter, bro. Please.
There should be.
Do you have the stream open?
Huh? No.
No? You have the stream open. Close the stream. Like,
Okay.
we've dropped 1,500 frames, and
Okay,
now
I'll
the
close it.
stream is lagging. I'll pop open... Here, I'll do a pop-up chat.
Okay.
Like, Jesus, bro. Just listen to me. I'm not lying
Look,
when I say that
closed
shit
it-
soaks up
I closed it
bandwidth.
the first time because it was Sterling's stream, and then like I went back into our stream
No.
to give us some support, give us some views.
We're gonna be okay.
We only have like one viewer right now.
Yeah, well, it's late. We're starting at
2
12:30
viewers.
again.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
We're
2
moving
viewers.
up. And like we got like a live audience here.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But now we have 4.
Oh, shit. 4 viewers.
That's wild.
Yes, you guys may be viewers, but in the eyes of the podcast,
Yeah.
you aren't viewers.
Ugh.
You are technically a part of the podcast.
Do not grant us the rank of viewer.
You are not viewers yet. You do not have that rank. You don't
So,
hold that.
so how was your day, Charlie?
I'm being 1,000% honest. I can't remember most of it. My day has been a haze of slumbery, like sad, not sleep.
Sad, not sleep. Why are you
Yes.
sad?
So last night when the podcast ended, I stayed up all morning.
Which
into
wasn't
the
a good
afternoon.
decision on your part.
What?
Which wasn't a good decision.
Well, it was a good decision. It would have been a better decision if I had never taken a nap and didn't do a podcast tonight, because then I would have like kind of fixed my sleep schedule and maybe like been awake, like gotten up at a decent time tomorrow, and then by the time the podcast rolled around, be like good and awake,
Like awake.
like awake.
Hmm.
But hold on one second. I wonder if I can.
How is everybody doing tonight? We don't have anybody here to talk to.
Not
It's
yet.
okay. Not yet.
I'm worried that like.
What? What are you
I'm not
worried?
worried. I keep forgetting that the stream, like even if the stream lags, like the podcast that ends up going on YouTube will be what OBS captures. So I'm not like, too worried about the.
Yeah, it's not like
the
gonna
end
lag
product
on
lagging.
YouTube. And from what I understand, because my mom watches them like every day,
Yeah.
is like they don't lag at all on the actual YouTube video.
Yeah. Well, there's no. That's not like a. That would be your internet, not this one. Not the
Well,
internet
that's what
while
I
we
mean.
do this.
Like,
Oh
I mean,
shit!
like,
What up? Says
it doesn't
Copenhagen.
record us lagging. Is what I'm trying
Mhm.
to say. Yeah. So, anyways,
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the chat because I haven't looked at not that chat, but like Discord chat
Okay.
because I haven't caught up. Like, I haven't looked at it all today,
Yeah.
and there's so much porn. Like,
Jesus.
Like, not even my kind of porn. I'm just kind of like clearing notifications at this point. But there's like so much porn. But they didn't even post any porn to welcome Stevie D to the group. So
I'm
there's
sure
that.
she is. I'm sure she's happy with that. Hi, Creighton's mom, says Copenhagen in chat.
What? Who's Creighton's mom?
Your
Is my
mom?
here?
No, he's talking about. We're talking about how she watches all of them.
Oh,
He's saying hi before the fact.
Oh, okay.
Come on,
He's
bro.
saying- he's
I'm the
saying
one
hi.
that just woke up, bro. Use your context,
No,
please.
no, I
Come
just
on,
thought
bro.
she was here because sometimes she does watch
Uh-huh.
if she's awake, but she's not.
There's
probably.
no way, right? Like, yeah, it's like.
I don't know.
1:20.
We could text her and find out.
No, it's fine. That's just
It,
not.
my mom, is she awake? Does she know things? Let's find out.
It's a deep cut BoJack reference right there.
Is it really that deep of a cut? though?
Nah, it won't be a deep cut for like 3 or 4 more years.
Okay. Which I'll still be making that joke.
I'm gonna talk about your mom for a second.
Oh yeah, my mom.
This
like,
morning,
got
hold
mad
on,
at
no,
Charlie.
stop talking. Let me
Okay.
explain. Creighton, who's Creighton's mom? Are you fucking kidding me? This morning, after last night's podcast, for them, they all went to sleep. For me, I stayed awake and we went to Chick-fil-A at around 8, 9 a.m. And when we dropped Creighton back off at his house, I got a phone call from him very quickly because I didn't upload the podcast from the night previous right away like I usually have been doing.
And you weren't going to do it.
And I wasn't going to do it. And Creighton told his mother that. I got a call within 2 minutes of leaving his house. And it's him saying, "Hey, my mom's mad at you." And I was like, "Why? What?" He was like, "She really wants you to upload the podcast." And then I just hear her, like, her voice gets, like, louder, where she's like, "Charlie, I can't believe that you wouldn't upload the podcast." Like, where she's getting closer to the phone. So I can't believe you wouldn't upload the podcast. How did? And she starts fucking grilling me, like, super mom/teacher mode.
Yeah.
And Creighton's mother's a teacher. And she was, like, attacking me. And I was tired and, like...
teacher voice on you.
I was tired and I felt really sick because I hadn't eaten in like technically 3 days, and like I was eating Chick-fil-A and I was like dealing with so much shit all at once, and it was horrifying.
It was a lot for 9 in the morning.
It was not. It was a lot for 9 in the morning. I was not prepared to get attacked.
Now 5 in the evening.
We show up at Creighton's house. This is my vengeance, though. What I'm about to say. We show up at Creighton's house, and I saw his mom through the window, and she like ran to the side really quickly, and I was like, "Huh, I wonder if she saw us." And I was like, "Well, Creighton, we've been calling Creighton, and he wasn't picking up. We were like, we assumed he was asleep, and we were gonna wait a minute." And then we get in the car, and we're like, if he doesn't respond in 3 minutes, we're leaving. And he calls me right away. I was like, "Hey, dude, you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, my mom said to come outside and like get you guys because like she's not wearing a bra." And she's wearing a thin shirt, and so that's why she didn't answer the door. That's my vengeance, Kimberly. Now everyone knows that happened.
No, I said her nipples
I
were
feel
out.
like she totally
Those were my
doesn't
exact
care
words.
though.
I said her nipples were out. I didn't say
Oh, her nipples were out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't say
okay.
she wasn't wearing a bra.
No, you did say that too.
Did I?
Yeah, you
Oh,
said that.
I don't
You
know.
don't remember
Apparently,
any of that.
I talked to Savannah at some point
Yeah,
this morning, too.
bro. We get Creighton in the car, and this fucking guy,
Like,
he
that's-
was not even kind of coherent. My man walked out in a fucking Big Lebowski robe, like hair just fucking everywhere, just like just waddling
my
over.
crop.
He looked like Bigfoot and an emperor penguin had a kid, and he just waddled around like very sadly in a fucking winter wonderland that he had no business being in. He was horrifying looking. He looked like we just. He looked like a millionaire that like has been under like sex accusations, trapped in his house, and like the world ended and he was able to go outside and like see it, and like the sun hurt his eyes, and he was like, "Oh shit, look at all this wonderful shit," and he was like, "Oh, I can't even comprehend any of it." Like, he was losing it.
I
It
should
was
have brought
hilarious.
my sunglasses.
You're right. You should have.
Just rolled out with like a beer in my hand and sunglasses, you know?
Modern day Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes was a super genius.
I'm
Or
kind
at
of
least like
super
a genius. Maybe not super, but he was a genius.
I'm kind of a genius. I dabble in genius theory.
Copenhagen? I'm gonna let you take this one. There you go. Mike's over there.
But yeah, like I said, I dabble in geniusery and genius debacles. You know? I sell genius and genius accessories, just like Matt said.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to move to your left a little bit. Move that way.
Why?
Matt, we're gonna do
wait, no,
Matt's
this is far.
conspiracy corner early.
Gosh.
Oh,
Oh shit, bro, that chair's loud. Be careful.
sorry,
I'm
my
tired.
Hello.
Hello, Matt. Matt is here
He
again.
got his head cut off. Like,
It's okay, I can.
Matt and Creighton have been texting back and forth a conspiracy to discuss with me,
Yes.
and I have nothing. I'm gonna end this man's whole career, says Copenhagen.
Oh no, he's gonna get me canceled.
Yeah, you're gonna get canceled, dude. Keep your headphones on. Tell me if notifications happen. I want to be able to hear Matt.
Oh wait,
for
wait.
conspiracy.
Where's
corner.
Where's
What?
the guest headphones?
He doesn't. Here, Matt. You want to wear my headphones?
It doesn't matter. I really don't like.
Creighton's
I don't
gonna.
really care for the.
He's
oh,
gonna be
okay.
weird, dude. Just wear them around your neck. You don't even have to wear them.
Okay.
Just have them so
Yeah.
Creighton shuts the fuck
There you
up.
go. It's all about
what
the
is the
aesthetic.
purpose of
Yeah.
this?
Whenever I hear notifications on the stream,
Oh, okay.
so like in an event where people start following or subscribing or donating bits, or
Whenever we
anything
start
like
popping off.
Let's look at our
that. Matt's in the poverty chair.
1 second.
Yeah, when we started the podcast, like way back, and Creighton
yeah.
didn't have a chair
Yeah.
yet.
Our-
Right
our
there,
messages.
yeah. Right there. We're going back to our messages.
I understand.
Yes, we need to
Keep talking. We're
figure out-
gathering our notes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I was explaining it to Matt, so I'm gonna have to
Oh.
wait to do that.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Explain.
That chair remembers President Woodrow Wilson. You're sitting in what the stream lovingly calls the
The poverty chair.
poverty
Which is
chair.
my use.
He used to sit in that chair
Before I
because it
got
was the only other chair in here.
Nice.
And we went to
Okay.
Goodwill and he saw that chair and he was like, Charlie, I have to have this. And he got that chair and
It's
like,
like the best $15 I've ever spent.
and now we've like kept the poverty chair in the background this whole time so that every once in a while people can see it
mean,
just lurking. And
This
now,
chair is so comfortable, though.
This chair is not comfortable.
not at all.
Oh,
it's pretty
yeah.
bad.
We used to
No.
sit here for hours and do podcasts in that chair.
Yeah, he
That's-
would.
how
I
would you
wouldn't.
do
I always
that?
sat in
My
my nice
ass
happy
was sore.
chair.
I'd come in
Yes.
here after working and stuff, and my ass would be sore.
I went to the bathroom and came back and he was sitting on my pillow. I have one pillow. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, that is not a sit-on pillow.
I rubbed my ass all over that.
Yeah, I had to like fucking wash it.
This chair is
There
That
was-
chair took Harriet Tubman to prom.
this chair is unflinchingly
Well,
rigid.
God damn it! You're really gonna ride that one out.
I
Aren't you?
am. I do like that
Oh,
line. That's a
man.
good line. Okay, so what do you want to talk about, Creighton?
Today, well, you
Yes.
had something.
Oh, you guys
queued
have a
up
bunch?
one time. Yeah, we have like set things. Like,
Yes,
when
we have different options.
Yeah, I gave him like
Um,
lists of stuff that I knew about, and then he was like, "Here, this is what I know," and then we just
Okay.
kind of mixed and matched.
Okay.
Pick a good
So I
one.
really want to talk. It's not really a conspiracy necessarily so much as it's supernatural.
Yeah,
occurrences.
that's all the same
Okay,
shit
okay.
to me.
So
Hold on 1 second.
Charlie's a simple man.
Well, go ahead and explain it.
Okay.
I'm listening.
okay. So what I want to talk about is the existence of shadow people, which is a very common phenomena across like all kinds of different, mainly childhoods. It's weird because children in general usually see more than anybody else like in the world. Like
I agree. I saw 9 ghosts when I was 8.
Did you really?
No, he's fucking with.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why would you get my hopes up?
He does this whenever like you get into serious stuff. He'll be
Yeah.
like, "I saw like 8 of this thing that's like
it's
super
just,
serious."
to make you think that he's like on your side, and then he's
like-
just an ass
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Copenhagen says-
Now-
Copenhagen says poverty man needs to get closer to the mic. Broke
Oh.
ass motherfucker.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, I can
Oh
move
shit.
this a little.
Okay.
No?
Get further away.
Can you hear
right.
the poverty better?
Hold on. Okay, do that.
Scooch on over here and sit. in my
Pull
lap.
the mic. No, don't. We're not gonna do that.
Sit on my
Not
lap
gonna
and tell
do
me
that.
what you want for Christmas.
Okay. Matt, speak.
Yes. Hello.
Creighton, shut up, Creighton. We're testing the
Sorry.
mic.
Sorry.
Copenhagen talk. Wait, Matt talk.
Yeah. Yep. Good. Hello?
Keep talking. Just say some things.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't really have any like sentences queued up.
Switch
Oh.
spots. You guys switch spots.
Oh, okay.
He's further
Well,
away
I'll
and
march
you're
you
louder.
over there.
He's further away and you're louder than he is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It'll balance
Yes.
out.
This is why my chair has wheels.
Scoot that minimum wage ass
Sorry.
on over here.
Alright.
Copenhagen, I can't wait to meet you, bro. It's gonna happen. I'm convinced we're gonna meet you one day.
I'll just use Charlie's.
If you give me your address, I will walk to your fucking address in this quarantine.
Okay.
I don't
This is
care.
what it feels like to be Creighton.
Kind
Dude,
of.
I can actually
but
like see
with
you
a more
and converse.
comforted ass.
With
With a more comforted
Oh, we
ass.
did.
This is
Well,
what it's
yeah.
like to be Matt, but richer.
Must be nice. Okay, so can you hear me? Are we good?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we can.
Okay,
That's fine.
awesome.
You right here, Nick?
So
Shadow
Jesus
people?
Christ. Shadow
Kids
people.
can see him probably.
Yes. So like the biggest thing that I like to read about is you'll have these Ask Reddit threads on Reddit where you'll have like parents talk about like it's like the question is something like what is the craziest thing that your kid's ever seen, and it's always something that's just wildly out there. Like these kids have no way of knowing. Like they'll see.
A kid
like,
saw a whiteboard floating and it was a ghost and it had like a face. Like,
No, it's more like they'll see like an ancient like long dead relative. There's no way that they have any like there's no
they would have been
possible-
separated by generations.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they'll go back into picture albums and be like, and like the kid will be like, "Look, mommy, that's Aunt Janine," and the mommy's like,
Who?
I don't know who the heck Aunt
the fuck
Janine
is Anthony?
Yeah.
And then she like goes back.
That
and
bitch
she,
that
and she-
didn't leave my great grandma nothing.
Yeah.
And they describe them to a T too. Like I've heard of this
yes,
kind of thing.
like it's oddly
now that you're
specific.
describing it, I've also heard of things like this.
My
Yes.
brother had like a similar kind of thing happen, but it wasn't like he could describe somebody in detail. He like described like his death, like from like a past life, like when he was like 2.
Mhm. That's a common occurrence
Yeah.
too.
He was like walking on the beach with my mom, and he like they saw some jet skis. And my brother's like 2, like so he barely knows what a jet ski is, and he points at them and goes, "Jet ski." And my mom's like, "Yeah, how do you know that?" And he's like, "Oh, like I died on one of those. I was riding and I fell off and hit my head, and then I died."
Like what kid? Like I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
at 2 years
I will-
old, by the way.
Yeah.
some stuff just doesn't add up. But like one of the things I really want to talk about though, like I would love to talk like delve into shadow people in general at a look Alex, that's funny.
really funny.
But But so like I would like to delve into shadow people at some later date, but I really want to talk about the Hat Man. Okay. So there's this very common like sighting.
That was Creighton in high school.
Were you the Hat Man?
No, I didn't start wearing hats till college.
That was Creighton in college. That was Quentin still.
I mean, hats are a good accessory, so I'm not gonna like.
I had an awesome clutch. I still have an awesome.
Anyway,
clutch.
the Hat Man.
Yeah, so the Hat Man. So it's a very common occurrence in like kids in general, but like across like many different sightings. And that's the odd thing is that there's enough sightings of this oddly like specific detailed shadow person with a hat, and the general like I think with stuff like this, like things can get twisted and like out of proportion or exaggerated, but it's weird that there are core kernels of like consistency across the board, and it's always a shadow person that is wearing a hat of some sort, like a wide brimmed hat, and there's always an overwhelming sense of dread. Like the kid's always like, "Mom, it's the Hat Man," or it's like there's this, and they always describe him. There's always a sense of terror, and so you'll see like a bunch of different representations of the Hat Man across multiple generations, kids and people seeing them and having the same sense of like overwhelming dread, or like the Hat Man is like known as the devil in shadow people like linguistics.
It's like the Babadook.
Yes, it's like the Babadook.
I've never seen
Copenhagen says the Babadook had me Baba shook.
Yes, I love that. But yeah, I really like the idea of the Hat Man, and to me it's interesting because like you see all these different kids from different locales, like across the nation, all have the same experience with the same kind of physiological response of fear and like running to like their parents and being like, this is not right. And so like you would think that you would have like an experience where they have Hat Man, and it's not like, how does that spread through community? Like these kids there's no way that every kid is getting the same like fed like images of like a Hat Man and it be like a natural occurrence.
Well, how recent is it?
It's spanned. It's been around for a long time.
Like a long time, like
a long time being like since we've known of the internet, we've known of like shadow people and Hat Men. Like it's been talked about like again and again over time. It's been a fairly common, to my knowledge, occurrence.
Is there any theories on what the Hat Man is?
I love Art Bell. I do know Art Bell.
Oh, I know Art Bell too.
Is amazing.
Dude, Art Bell. Oh my god.
What's Art Bell?
Art Bell's like this late night talk show host. He did Coast to Coast for a long time, and then it got taken over by George Norrie.
Didn't he pass away?
He did. He passed away.
He actually had
2017.
It was it was really soon because like he had
recent.
He had a podcast
2017
called like what was it? After Coast to Coast, he did like Into the Wormhole, or something like that. April 13th, 2018. Yeah. Yep. And so like he had a podcast after Coast to Coast, and it was something crazy.
Titties. Sorry, Tim said titties.
Oh hey, what's up?
I have to. Our thing.
What's up,
me
Tim?
and Tim's thing is, if one of us says titties, the other responds titties. It's like a.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like hello.
Yes. Titties. Breasticles.
Oh, so it's two titties.
Breasticles.
Yes. Chesticles.
It's two titties.
Can we talk about all the different names for tatas real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I like chesticles.
Chesticles is a good one.
Over the shoulder boulder holder is a good name for bras, but that's like I feel like that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Milk bags are bad. That's not a good name.
I don't like milk bags. I like honkers.
Honkers are good. Tatas.
Wait, what's that video? It's like
honkers are only like acceptable if you're over like 58.
Okay, I can see that.
What's the video where he's like, this girl had a real set of badonkers. I'm talking huge
bazongas.
Bazongas, yeah.
Bazongas, yep.
Well, sounds like an awesome powers.
He's like, I got an idea for a movie, for an anime. He's like,
Tig old biddies.
This girl comes in, and she's a student. She's got big hunga balonga dajangas.
I remember this.
You know what I'm talking? It's a video on YouTube, I think.
Hunga balonga. I like that.
I like being able to look shit up now. I couldn't look shit up before. I mean, I could look up on my phone, but it's not the same. Now I feel like I'm the guy in the chair,
What?
He's in a chair, so he's the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The man in the chair.
Man.
I forgot an important part of my aesthetic.
I'm looking at Creighton's YouTube recommendations to determine what he likes. And I found out that he likes Star Wars, BoJack Horseman, comics, and anime.
I don't like anime.
Cartoons.
Where do you see anime at?
Well, that's anime. Well, Steven Universe
Steven
is
Universe
totally,
is not an
it's
anime.
totally.
No, it's
I
not.
consider
No, it's
it,
not.
like-
That's not an anime.
Anime is Japanese animation. That is literally the definition of anime.
I mean, there's a bunch of anime references in it, but
There's
you
a lot
can't
of
call
things
it-
that are considered anime that are not anime just because they look like anime. Anime.
Do you want to
is
play
Japanese
this
style
video
animation.
for the
Okay.
podcast real quick?
No.
Okay. But it's this thing right here.
Mhm.
Charlie, come here, look, so that way you can see.
Copenhagen said, "Fucking weeb." Tim said, "I wasn't listening, but I love that someone says fucking weeb." But I love that someone say fucking weeb. Tim,
Weeb.
come on, bro. If you're gonna be in my chat, at least talk with like proper grammar.
You don't know what weeb is?
Don't be mean to Tim.
No, not that. But I love that someone say.
I love that someone say fucking weeb.
I'm multitasking.
I mean-
Shut up.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Oh my god. Never mind. You don't understand. You don't get what's being what's happening.
I
No, you
get
don't.
what's being
Don't be
happened.
mean to Tim.
Let me mean to Tim. You're Tim. You can't tell me not to be mean to you.
Don't
Other
be-
people can.
don't be mean.
Other people can stick up
Tim
for
is
you.
a mod. She could ban you.
Yeah,
No,
that's
she
true.
can't.
She can.
I'm the only person she can't ban.
We can
She can ban
cancel
you. You're not a
I need
mod.
to- let's make a
Cancel you,
sign,
Charlie.
rights for
Yeah,
Tim.
You know what? Rights for Tim.
Let's make a movement.
Let's start a movement.
Let's start
yes,
a movement.
awesome.
Rights for
Hello,
Tim.
Adrian.
Oh, hey, Adrian, what's up? Welcome to the show.
Two
What's
out
up,
of three.
Adrian?
2/3 of this stream is on my side.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Tim's over here mouth
2/3
breathing.
majority.
I agree, Copenhagen.
2/3 majority.
Yeah. Creighton knows what it is.
Yeah, that's from Congress. Wait, or is that the House of
My
Representatives?
man speaks politics.
That
It sounds
House of
legit.
Representatives or Congress?
It's neither. It's the Senate. Anyway,
Senate?
it can
Isn't
be
the
any of
Senate-
them. I'm just
Oh.
I'm just saying things to make you sound dumb.
Okay.
Who is Tim? Shut up, Tim. You're Tim. You know
What,
who you are.
what is Tim?
How is Tim?
How do you win better? Why is Tim?
Yeah, I was literally about to say it. You beat me. I'm very
So,
upset.
do you have anything more to add about the Hat Man?
I do not really have a whole. I was waiting to see. I was interested in hearing your response, Chris, to just the idea of this shared
Well,
phenomenon, and whether you think like that's a legitimate.
the like when it comes to him being like as if he's a real person or if it's a real phenomenon, it might just be like people might you hear Hat Man, if you even hear it once, if your parents ever talk about it, it's now in your head and it's now a thing you fear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some kid might be outside and just see a guy and be afraid that it's a guy and be thinking of the Hat Man. Kids are their minds are very moldable.
Like sponges.
They are but like at the same time, I mean, they are suggestive. So I could see like a decent number, but I just think that the amount of quantity that we
Like
have,
if they all said like it's the guy with 8 arms who has gloves on each hand except for that one on the left that's like 2 down, like
Yeah,
that
I
would
mean,
be super serious.
yeah.
But like the Hat Man, like lots of guys have hats, lots of
I mean,
people are
yeah.
men.
Well,
But,
what
like-
about the thing like where kids are telling like about like super crazy
Stevie D.
detail
Hey,
about
Stevie
people
D.
Hello,
like,
Stevie.
that they've never met? People that have died like years before they were
Me,
even born.
don't go to the podcast tonight. You've been staying up too late. Also, me goes to the podcast.
I'd,
Sounds
Welcome,
about right.
Stevie D.
I'd say you made the right decision.
You did. We're in our Matty B's
Conspiracy
conspiracy
corner.
corner.
How
Yes.
can you not remember that?
I don't know. It's a lot.
It's not. It's 4.
Mine was very
it's
easy.
3.5
Creighton's
words.
Soft giveaway or Creighton's crazy giveaway. It was a
3 words.
alliteration.
Same thing.
It was alliteration. This is an alliteration. This is Maddie's B's.
There's
Something-
still like,
there's
Conspiracy
alliteration.
corner. It is
Conspiracy
There's
alliteration.
alliteration at the end.
Yeah.
But it's
there,
not
there's
same.
the same amount of alliteracy or
MCC.
as of alliteration
You know,
in that as is yours.
we could just call it the MCC. There we go.
You can call it that so that it's easier on you. But we're
Yeah.
gonna say what it is.
It's hurting my brain every time.
Okay, MCC for you.
Creighton's giveaway was fucking trash. That's what I'm saying, Copenhagen.
You never won Copenhagen. That's the only reason.
Hey,
you're
yo,
saying
Frenchie,
that.
shut up, Creighton. You're just dumb. Oh, shit. Get him,
Oh, is
Austin.
that Austin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Austin.
The only thing Creighton's maybe given me is
Or
the Corona
Alyssa, but I
at
think,
this
I'm
point.
pretty sure it's Austin.
Sounds like Austin.
It definitely is Austin. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure it's Austin.
Anyway.
I agree, it's awesome. You got.
I got a
pen?
pin.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
see,
won.
Adrian got
The
it.
first giveaway,
Creighton, your
Creighton
jacket
gave
is-
away a Sharpie
Thank
that he
you.
signed and gave it to
Thank
Adrian
you.
because she was the only one in chat.
He signed a
I
Sharpie
did.
marker.
I signed a marker.
And gave it away.
like I got.
That's dedication
amazing.
to your fans.
That's really cool.
Right?
I wish I got a Sharpie.
Yeah.
That
Well,
thing's gonna
see,
be like
Don't
Bill.
encourage
See,
him.
look, people wanted
Please
to bring
don't
back the
encourage him.
giveaway, Charlie.
I didn't say that,
Give
but
the
I
people
will.
what they
I
want.
will say that thing's gonna be worth billions one day. Adrian, you better hold on to that because that's gonna be a
Actually, I
piece of
think
memorabilia.
I think it's my initials that are on there, not my full last name.
Oh my god, you didn't even like really.
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
even put
Creighton's
it-
jacket is pretty dope. I mean, look, if he gave away his jacket, that would be kind of cool.
That would be.
Do you want
Cool.
me to start giving away jackets?
Yeah. I do.
These are kind of expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, I'll start giving away jackets.
Okay,
That's really cool.
Can I sign them?
It's not my giveaway. Why do you ask me permission to do little things like that?
Well, I'm asking, do they
Ask
want
me
to sign
permission if you want to like put your porn on this, because then I'm gonna say no. Don't ask me if it's okay for you to sign something that is already happening.
Look, Austin said I'd wear a jacket.
Creighton, it's time.
Thank you for pointing that out, Creighton. You're really good at reading chat.
Creighton, it's time you start giving away nudes.
He carved a pen, and I still use it. It's not trash. Gives away a Sharpie.
It wasn't trash. It was very useful that Adrian uses it.
Yeah. One man's Sharpie is another man's giveaway. So
Exactly. That's the golden rule that I've always used. Remember when we tried to give away the VHS copy of like some movie I found that was still sealed? What was it? It was like Night in Peru or something like that.
sounds spicy.
It was
Spicy
some obscure movie from the 80s that I found a VH copy of that was completely sealed.
Who won? Did Blake win the hat?
Blake did win that. Did I
Blake
say?
You
won
did
the
give
hat.
away a hat?
Yeah, we did give away.
I wanna win
What?
that.
It was a Nintendo's NES.
It was like an
controller
NES
switch.
controller on a hat,
And
That's
Blake
pretty
got
cool.
that in the mail.
and he mailed Blake that.
Yeah.
That
So
is really
we
cool.
just
And
gotta
you
start
signed
doing
it?
that with the
That was the
I
last one we did, because that was the first one that
was the
involved
chick
really
shit.
spending any
This
amount of
one.
money.
Chick
Oh, the
shit?
Chick-fil-A ship?
It was
Okay,
pretty good.
so like,
You should have come.
it went very, very well for the
Oh.
first like 60% of it.
We
Things
just
get-
told part of it, but like I would not mind telling it again.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
tell like the
So-
first part of it because I don't know like what happened at the beginning because
So, like-
apparently I blanked.
That hat was signed by Michael J. Fox. Oh
So,
shit!
dude, I went to sleep so late last night. Like I probably like fell asleep at like 4 in the morning.
I have not.
Me
Slept.
too. Like
And then,
about
like-
3 or 4.
And like 3 hours later, I wake up. Savannah calls me, and she's like, "It's time to go to Chick-fil-A." I was like, "All right." I was like, "Okay."
I've slept a total of like 3 hours and maybe 20 minutes since last night's podcast.
Oh,
I have
God.
not.
Like that's why I'm
slept.
so tired right now. Like I'm running on fumes, but it's fine.
Like
but,
when we went to Chick-fil-A, I had not slept yet.
Mhm.
Like I had been up since the podcast show when we did
Yeah.
that, and then when we got home, like, excuse me. You guys probably left here around what 9:30, 9:45 ish. No, I was yeah probably.
No, we
'cause
didn't-
we were in line at Chick-fil-A at 9, like at 9 on the nose.
Yes, yeah, we were.
And Parkinson's joke flexing. Yeah, that was, I saw it Copenhagen. You didn't have to. You know what? No, you probably did have to point that out. Maybe
yeah,
everybody
actually, I didn't
really-
get it until now, so it's pretty funny.
The signature was really shitty on the
Oh
hat.
yeah, look.
I like that.
Look,
I helped pick out that
I'm
hat,
not
so-
used to signing shit like this cloth, and my handwriting's bad anyway.
Stevie Coppett Newton.
Adrian, did you follow me on Instagram? And do I know you? Because I feel like I do know you.
This-
Do you remember Alyssa Francischelli?
I didn't go to
He didn't
public
go to school with us.
I mean, she still was out and about, and I thought she did theater for a while.
She did.
But, like, I
she
think-
did do theater, but I
but-
think
Yeah,
she
that's
did
why- that's why I
theater
figured
with-
that.
Well,
I know we didn't go to
Adrian.
school.
I think Adrian like took like my college USCL class, and I saw her like once. If it's the Adrian, I think
Maybe.
Like I don't know. Let me know.
This is like her
But-
first year in college.
She's like 3 or 4 years younger than us.
Yeah.
I
wanna
feel
say
like
this
we
is
talked like
her-
briefly.
No, this might be her second year.
Because I
in
think she
college.
saw me as Wadsworth in Clue.
Ah.
Yes. Okay, I do remember you. Very cool.
Wait, did she say yes?
She's a Mamma Mia. I bet
Yeah,
you.
she's a Mamma Mia.
At USCL.
Yep.
Where did she
Yeah,
say
hell
yes?
Huh?
Am I not?
Yeah, in
I
chat.
did. Oh,
Yes.
you said yes, and I was looking for yes. Like my mind like started looking for the word yes, and I was like, I didn't even see her
tell
name.
the story this morning.
Okay,
You
so
brought
the
us all
Chick-fil-A,
together.
the Chick-fil-A story. So Savannah calls me in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, but you can't like not be a morning person when Savannah's like cheery, nothing can go wrong
Yeah.
place.
Yes,
so I'm just
it's almost annoying.
yeah, it's almost
How
like
it's like intoxicating.
It's like- 'cause-
She'll call you and be like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Are you having a good morning?" It's like
Yeah.
I'm having a great morning, and then
it's
I'm like,
I
"Hey,
want to have a
Savannah."
bad morning so I can just steep in the anger, but
Yeah.
I just can't. So it's like, well, fuck, I guess I'll have a good.
It's like one of those
productive
times
day,
where you're
man.
like, I wish Savannah would call and be like, I hate everybody, and you could be like, me too, fuck the world.
Imagine Savannah just called and be like,
Could you
"What's the
imagine
fuck
saying
up,
that
bitch?
What's up, you fucking bitch?
Wake
loser.
the fuck up!" Like,
Fucking homeschool idiot.
That's me if I called him.
but so like I'm like, all right, well I can't have a bad day now. So like I'm gonna, and then like Chick-fil-A's also like
Pretty good. Pretty
yeah,
dope.
Chick-fil-A's amazing. So it's gonna be a good day.
It's
There's
God's
no doubt.
chicken.
It is God. It's literally they have the power of God and chicken on their side. There's no- you can't lose
I've got
that.
the power of anime and Jesus Christ on my side.
So then like I get ready And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be fine. And then Savannah shows up. I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like really tired.
Blueberries?
Actually, I will take a blueberry for
For
One
energy
second.
purposes.
So you go get Savannah.
Yes.
You know, I was told by Savannah that blueberries like they'll wake you up.
Was that who told you?
Sometimes, yeah. Only Savannah. She knows.
Only Savannah told you that?
I
don't
feel
know
like
if she-
Charlie's gonna argue with that.
I don't know where she gets
But not
this
right
knowledge.
now.
But,
We haven't reached the health part
But
of the
anyways,
podcast.
so
I'm
so
the one that told her that.
Oh.
we get in the car and I'm like, so Savannah, I'm like, how's everything going? Chris good to go? Creighton good to go? She's like, Chris is good to go. Creighton kind of mumbled some stuff and then hung up. And I'm like, okay, this sounds good. I'm like, it'll be fine.
I
And
don't
like,
even remember that, by the way.
So we start going to pick up Chris.
We told Creighton this later, and he said, "You called me?"
Yes, like complete like disbelief in his voice.
Like, my first encounter with any of this was my mom, like, to me, was my mom waking me up and be like, Charlie and Matt are at the door, like, in a confused voice. And I was like...
I felt very odd.
And then I got up.
So like while we're on our way to
Hold on,
Chris's
wait.
house-
We have to keep roasting his mom. Why did she not answer the door? I'm not letting you live this down, Kimberly. You yelled at me.
Because her nipples were out.
Yes, there you go.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
getting in the
Wait,
middle of
before
this.
you
I'm
say
trying to
that,
stay friends with
it's
Kimberly.
not like she had no shirt on. She had no bra on, and that's what he's saying. He just keeps saying that because it sounds funny.
It does sound funny.
Any- Go ahead. Anyway, Matt.
Okay, so we're on our way to Chris's house, and Savannah's like calling Creighton like several times, nothing, no response. The man has gone AWOL. He's off the grid.
And already come to in the morning.
Yes.
What time did you talk to me?
Like, it was like 7:10 maybe?
You guys didn't get to my house till like 9.
Yeah, but
No,
like
that's not true. We were at your house at 8. We didn't get to Chick-fil-A till 9 because
Well-
someone was asleep.
And Savannah called you because she knew, even though I had. So okay, I'll get to that. So
Okay.
like we pick up Chris, and I'm like, Chris, we have a situation. A situation has developed in the Middle East. Creighton is not responding. Man down. And I'm like, what should we do? And Chris is like, well, he did say to go to his house and just wake him up. But that's like our call. And I'm like, man, I don't want to leave a man behind. And Chris was like, I don't know, man.
Matt is much nicer than me.
And so I told Chris, I said, like, I have nothing but faith. We're gonna
Wait,
get there.
after every time I've woken you up, you weren't going to wake me up?
I didn't say not to. I was telling them it's their call
But
because
you were like cool if it didn't happen. That's
Yeah, I'm
that's,
cool if
that's
it didn't
fucked up.
Listen, bro. I am a morning person. I can wake up and get going pretty quick. You guys saw
you
it.
stayed
Yeah,
up
no,
until
you were
the
ready.
morning.
Chris was ready.
What'd you just say?
You didn't go to bed.
I'm talking
You
about
were
just now.
already
You
up.
fucking when I wake up is what I'm saying.
It's not
God damn.
morning. I mean,
It's
it's
the
morning,
same
but get outta
sensation.
here. Jesus.
So, anyways, so like
Get
I'm
outta
like,
here.
you know what? It's gonna be fine. I have faith. Creighton is gonna.
Creighton's
be
one of
ready.
those guys that if he doesn't understand something, he's like, "You know what I mean," like when no one knows what he means.
But like, so I was like, Creighton, he's gonna be ready. He's gonna be fully dressed.
Sorry,
he's gonna be
Austin.
excited to.
I
to
was
face
fully
the day.
dressed. I don't sleep in the nude.
Fully
You
dressed.
sleep fully dressed because that's just as weird.
That is pretty weird.
No, I sleep in basketball shorts and a t-shirt and underwear on. You guys gotta remember, I sleep in the living room.
That's true.
Okay,
He does
that
sleep-
does make sense.
I don't have like an area to just like strip down naked and like
To
sleep.
rock out with your cock
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
what
rock
I
out
do.
my cock out. Exactly.
Yeah.
But
I knew that
anyways,
you guys
Matt,
would be
keep
back
going,
soon
keep
whenever
going.
I laid down, so I was like, I'm just gonna keep my shorts on.
Okay. Yeah. But so we go over there, and I'm like, it's gonna be fine. I have faith. Creighton's going to be there. My man is gonna be ready and awake. And we pull up, and Savannah tries to call him, and me and Chris like go up to the front door, and just nothing. There's like
We
there's-
knock on the door, no response. We kind of wait around. I said, let's give him a few minutes, see if he like answers the phone.
Yeah, and then
Creighton,
luckily,
you sound like an idiot sometimes.
Huh?
Says Austin.
Oh. Thank you.
but luckily Creighton's mom saw us, and so that was really the saving grace of the whole. the
Honestly,
whole
my
trip.
mom woke me up. I'm telling you, you know what? I'm just gonna give you guys the code to my garage. So
Oh
that way
my
you guys can just come in and like shake me
You
away.
should give away the code.
I feel like that's not the
Right,
greatest.
right on the podcast, just be like, you want to win something? Here's the code to my garage.
All access pass.
See, when I say that you can like just walk in here, no,
Oh, well, yeah.
it's different because I'm the only one that lives down here. No one else is ever gonna be in here for you to disturb. So it's like, okay, I can't just walk in your house. Your grandmother and mom live there,
Yeah.
Okay, well,
and your brother, and like one unbelievable reason is this morning your mom couldn't even answer the door.
Because her nips were out.
Yeah, so like that's like I don't want to walk in and like scare the shit out of somebody and get shot. I don't know how many guns your mom has. She
Yeah,
sounds
like,
like a gun
We
lady.
do have a lot of guns.
Like, I've only met
But
your
you know
mom
what?
once.
You could go up to the front door and ring the doorbell. That's loud enough to wake me up.
My thing is, like, I've only met your mom once, so it's, like, odd for me just to be there and be like, hey, here I am.
No,
at
she
8
likes you a
o'clock
lot,
on a
though.
third. Does she? Okay,
Yeah,
she
she
was
like-
cool.
She was
really
cool with you being there. She was like, oh, yeah, Matt and Charlie here. You guys doing something?
Creighton needs some help sometimes.
And I was,
Creighton's parents are
and Lila,
amazing.
I was like, I think Chick-fil-A.
I should have just called her.
Yeah, you should have just called them. That works too.
Or Creighton, you could just be ready.
Yeah, like how you said you were gonna be.
Well, look, I had
Like
only
a
gotten like
reasonable
5
adult.
hours of sleep. Give me a break.
I got 3 hours. Anyways,
Shit on.
so like we get back in the car and we're just sitting there like it's gonna be like Creighton's gonna make it, and then finally he comes out the door like you said in his like bathrobe with his camouflage Crocs and his hair. Like I will honestly never forget the way that this man looked because like you just
We said it
that'll
earlier,
stick
but for
with
people
you.
that have shown up since, he looked like Bigfoot and an emperor penguin had a baby, and he was just, he was just like waddling
Look, to
through
be
his
fair-
yard.
There was also like a touch of Jesus. There was
Yeah, a
some,
little
like,
bit of Jesus
like,
in
there was
him.
like some holiness in there.
Yeah,
like,
he had some
was
Jesus
about to
going.
bring like peace. Like that's what I thought, and then he opened the door and he was like, "Hey," and then I was like, "That's not peace."
Hey.
He's just like half of
I'm
like,
cool.
not conscious.
And then I forget what the words exactly, but he said a few things that made us think that he might not be awake yet. Like he might have just like subconsciously his body and muscle memory was like Matt's car. Walk to Matt's car. Get into Matt's car. I know these people.
Look, I got myself there though.
Yes,
And that's
you
the
did.
main thing.
But-
Look, I
but-
can not be here mentally, and just as long as I get my body there.
Yeah,
I'm
but
good.
no, that's not true though, because we made it like a little bit down the road, and you're like, "Wait a minute, my wallet."
Yeah, we literally had to
Oh
go back and get the
wow! I
wallet.
can't believe I remembered. That's amazing.
Yeah, so
The
then, we,
things your body remembers.
so then we had to go back and let the man waddle back slowly, just as slowly as he got out of the house. He got out. He like climbed gracefully out of my car, surveyed like all of his land and his domain. Everything the light touched was his.
Made out which path he had to take to get back to the house.
Yes, calculated the shortest distance route with the longest time, and then made his way to his wallet.
The thing that made me the most mad, like I'm smiling too hard. The part that like got me the most was when me, Matt, and Savannah each got to Chick-fil-A, each put in
Oh
an
my
order,
God.
and Creighton was sitting in the left, behind the driver, left hand side of the
see
back,
the menu.
and he was at the. I couldn't even see the menu, and I already
was
ordered
at
my
the-
stuff. He had the whole time to look at the menu. We said, Creighton, what do you want? And he was like,
I had figured it
give
out.
me a hold on, let me
Look.
look real quick.
Look.
We were like, what? And he was like, I know what I want. You guys just took too long. It might have taken us a combined total of 80 or 90 seconds to all get our orders
the
ready
whole
and
time
done
you
and
guys were
ready
ordering,
to
I had figured out like what I want. I was like, all right, and we'll say this, and then like you guys took a long time, and I
a
was
long
like,
time.
It felt like
To Creighton, a long time.
felt like
was
a
1.5
long
minutes
time.
max. I mean, like that's giving them the benefit of the doubt.
And like so the thing is, oh my gosh. So like I think y'all probably know me long enough to know that like I don't get angry.
No.
Oh my god, I could have killed Creighton.
Yeah, he was
in that
so.
moment.
I saw
was
fire in Matt's
so
eyes that
mad.
I've only seen
because Chris literally ordered like you got like you had the longest order in the world.
I
had, like,
ordered
40.
I ordered 6 4-piece chicken strip meals.
Yes, and it was the most but we got through it and it was fine. Like me and the Chick-fil-A employee we're vibing and we're figuring this. We're working together to come to a compromise
In this
Like,
quarantine
if
zone
I'm the
time.
Democrat, this poor Chick-fil-A employee is the Republican, but we're working on like a bipartisan agreement here
To get our orders ready.
Here I come. I'm the coronavirus. I
Yes.
just shut everything down.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Savannah's like she knows,
That's hilarious.
and then Savannah knows what she wants, and she's good.
Look, I bet that employee was like, "Who the fuck is with them? Like, what are
Yeah.
you thinking about?"
She's waiting for this big freaking van to come around with like 15 people.
It's just Charlie.
44 minutes.
Oh god.
Oh, that's funny as fuck. Oh.
But so Savannah knows
Should
exactly
right
what she
over here.
wants.
Yeah.
It takes like 3 seconds. She's
Yeah,
like, I
Savannah
want,
was like in there, like
chicken minis. and I want a coffee. And then like she takes like 5 seconds to be like original or vanilla. you know what? I'll get a vanilla coffee. I'm like, that's a
Like,
reasonable
I thought
amount of
about
time.
getting a coffee, but then I was like, no, I'm going to go home and sleep after this, so...
And so, like, at this point, like, we've been through the paces. We have fought, and we've come to this agreement. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm like, Creighton, what you want? And he's like, And then, like, this, oh god, I could have killed him. Because he, like, leans forward.
Like, as if he is beginning to look at what he's...
Yeah, and he, like, rubs his chin.
You watch Star Wars? He's the guy that Jabba hates. The little thing when he laughs. That's what
God.
Creighton laughs
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
He's like...
So he leans forward and
Because
he's
I
looking
did
at...
like that beard stroke. I was like,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and he's looking at the menu, and like I'm just like getting a little bit angry because like he's had all.
He's
this
already, like, Matt has already, like, struggled enough, with, like, he was like, wait, you want 6 orders of that? That's, like, so many orders, and, like, what if they hate us for this? Like, he was already dealing with, like, things that didn't really matter, and it was early, and I could get that, but then,
Yes.
like, the creme de la crop was Creighton fucking
No.
just
I'm
going,
gonna tell you right now. For me, it took so
It
long
took
for you
Creighton.
guys to get to like order, and then for like me ordering, it felt like it only took like a second. You know what I mean?
Which that whole
his order took, like, 2.5 minutes to get out.
Creighton's claim.
Yes,
It
he
felt
took
like
forever
so
to
fast
say
to
it.
me. It felt so.
Oh my
fast.
God, Creighton.
I was like, yeah, I want blah 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 blah, and then
No, you were like,
No, wait. So like,
can I get the chicken mini meat? Wait, so what? Hold on. What's the entree say for the price?
yes, he was
I'll
asking
get the chicken
questions.
mini entree and the bacon, egg, and cheese meal. And then she said, "What beverage with the meal? Lemonade." He was so ready on his list. I'll give him that. He
Well,
knew
no.
that lemonade was coming.
No, like,
and then we had
okay.
to add a Coke to it, and you'd think that we had to fucking solve the Da Vinci Code.
No. So that's the thing.
It had to be a large cup.
Two things.
My
First
mom
of
threw
all,
away my lemonade, by the way. I'm so upset.
Firstly, so like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, like I left it out on the counter, and I was gonna grab it and drink it for work. And I was like, "Where's my lemonade?" And she's like, "Oh, I threw it away because the ice was melting." I was like, "It doesn't matter. It's water. It helps make it lemonade. Still, it's just gonna be like sugary water with lemonade."
Go ahead, Matt.
Jesus.
okay. So firstly, the statement that we took so long that you forgot what you were going to order
You did.
is a bullshit
No,
argument.
it's true though. Like
That
from my
infuriates
perspective, the Jedi are evil, and like you know.
Okay. And then secondly, what happened with the drink? Because I won't forget this either.
What happened with the drink?
Because like you're misremembering. Because he was like sitting there. He's like, she's like, "What's your beverage?" And Crane's like, and Chris goes, You said you wanted a Coke." And Creighton
Oh,
goes,
yeah, I
and
did.
Creighton
I
goes,
remember
"No, my mom wants a Coke. I want a and it's that that really pisses me
Pushed
off.
you over the edge.
And
a
then,
little bit.
he's like, "Lemonade."
Oh, my
And
face.
so I was like, "No,
Oh god.
lemonade." The man wants a lemonade as well.
You know, despite all this crazy hecticness, when we got to the window, they had all 4 orders
Oh yeah,
fucking
Jesus.
ready.
Yes.
Like, I ordered 6 4-piece chicken strips
Yes, and it was just there.
at 9 in the morning, and they had them all ready.
It was like
That's
robot efficiency.
I wish I had been there
They
for this
pre-make
mayhem.
like
Oh, you
a-
should have, Steve. It would have been so
They
fun.
pre-make like a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
Like, cause
Yeah.
They know people are going to be, especially right now, I bet they're pre-making so much food just because people are like, we
Yeah.
need our
well,
fucking
like
food.
you know what they do with the pre-made stuff? Like apparently after breakfast just ends, like if you get there like right at 10:30, sometimes they'll like look the other way and be like, "All right, I'll let you order some breakfast," like, you know, because we'll have a shit ton made.
Yeah.
But if you don't order it, they'll just throw it out. Like that's crazy.
I'm not a morning person, says Stevie. His order was a time buffer. Exactly.
Oh, that's Isaiah.
His order
I
was a
think.
time
Who?
buffer.
That's Isaiah.
Yes.
That is
Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Look,
Hello.
look, I'm telling you, I got like.
He said earlier, he said in chat, "Let the church say amen," and I was like, I'm just not going to say that. I don't know who that is. But now that I know it's Isaiah, it's way funny. Yeah, Isaiah.
So to me, I feel like I was like in a half asleep like time.
Half?
loop, like
Bitch, you were
you
9/10
were
asleep.
Look, and it was like a time loop thing because it flipped things from my perspective. Like you guys took so long to order, and then I was like, oh, I kind of forgot what I wanted to order, but then I like automatically remembered and told
Just
you.
take
guys.
like a handful.
All right. Hell yeah. Thank you.
To be fair, I wasn't fully. It took me a little bit to get out of the car when we got back too. Like I was like, because I remember that,
Yeah. Chris was like, "Go, man."
and I was like, I pulled on the handle, and the door didn't open. I was like, well, this is it then.
Yeah. He was just gonna come home with me. Creighton was.
I
gonna
guess
be my-
I live with Matt and inside his car for now on.
I thought, well,
there is no life outside these doors.
To be fair, I didn't know we were
This
going.
gray interior is all I will see.
I didn't know we were going.
The
back
windows
to
will be the closest I get to reality. For the
I
rest
didn't know we were going back to my house. I thought we were going to ride around for a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I looked up.
Like
and
they
we were
both
at
had to
my
be at
house.
work.
Yeah.
I looked up and we were at my house, and I was like, oh. And then I went to go pull on the door, and it didn't open. I was like, okay.
I guess I'm going with them.
In conclusion, though, it was a fun time. Like
It was
It
very
was,
memorable.
like
great.
the
It was a good time.
funnest, like, short amount of time we've spent together. I feel
Actually, yes, yeah. It
The
was.
whole event was probably an hour and 15 or 20 minutes. When
Was it? Really?
From them picking me up to
Oh, yeah.
like dropping me
Well,
off
'cause
for
Savannah,
me.
you got to my house like around like 8, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why, but in the morning I felt like I was like in a movie where it's fast forwarding and I was like rushing.
Yep.
I got there like slowed down.
She called me and she, like, I could tell she had like was like almost like in a rushed panic of like, we have to make sure this well works. Like this has to. We said it would happen. I was like, hey Savannah. She's like, hey, are you like awake?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know if any of this was going to happen for sure. I just kind of threw it out there. It's like, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And I turned my
That
ringer
checks
on.
out with you.
I turned on my ringer and shit, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go to bed at 3.
Oh, yeah, like
I think that's where I messed up, going to bed at 3.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
And now I have to go to work tomorrow at 9 because I want to get
But, like,
over 40
AM?
hours. Yeah.
Bro.
I can do it.
I've
I've pulled off this kind of thing before, Charlie. Don't
Okay.
test me.
Oh, I set my alarm for 9 every night and continuously wake up at 11 or 12. There you go.
See, there I'm like that, but with like this because
Stevie,
I had
let
an
me-
alarm set.
Let me tell you about my alarm schedule, okay?
Yeah,
I got it all
listen,
figured out, okay?
You got it
What you
figured
do, you
You're
set
my
like
alarm.
8 alarms,
Yeah.
all like 5 minutes apart, and then you ignore absolutely all of them, and you just end up being late to work.
Nah, you're both wrong. Here's what you do. You sleep with a mantle over you. You get a bucket of water, and you have it tilted just ever so slightly to where like it's being
For
held up
candles.
by the wall.
Uh-huh.
You have like you cut a little dent into the wall that the edge of the bottom of the bucket sits on.
Okay.
You get one of those. Oh, excuse me. You get one of those alarm clocks, those old time ones that go like and like shake and like have the
Oh,
bells.
God.
I have that.
And
sounding of a Rube
even if
Goldberg
those
or
can't
something.
wake you up, because they can't wake me up, what you do is you get that and you tie it to a string and you have it on a you get like a piece
This
of
is like
cardboard and
a
put it on a
lot.
ledge so that when
Yeah.
it starts shaking, it falls off the mantle and you have that tied to the bucket and you pour water on yourself.
Or you can just
That's a
have
good idea.
ice that melts.
I have done
and
that.
drips on your head.
No, that's Chinese water torture, Creighton.
they
that's
wake you
a
up.
serious method of torture. That's,
They did that. Remember when they did that to Plank in Ed and Eddie?
he's gonna soak up.
Or I'll do you one better. You just don't set any alarms. You plan Chick-fil-A that morning, and then when your friends show up at your house, you just come out 15 minutes later with a bathrobe.
Exactly.
Look, that
also-
robe is the best.
Dude,
I
you
My
love
could-
that
husband to
robe.
just come shake me up at 7 when he gets up. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. I usually
I gotta
just,
get me a husband.
Yep. There you go.
It won't
I'm-
be Charlie. He won't marry anybody.
No,
'Cause he won't marry me.
none of you guys. I do
Wow.
love a good bathrobe. Who doesn't?
Honestly,
That's
Bathrobes are great.
Yeah.
you can cut them up and make them washcloths. You can
It's like
wear
a-
them. You could put them on after you get out the shower.
I can't wear them with other clothes on. Like I can't be the guy that has like underwear on and like a shirt and then just puts on a robe for warmth. Like I gotta be naked.
Yeah,
like
if you
I
want
gotta
to do
know
it, go
that.
all the way.
I gotta know that if that robe comes off, shit's happening. like shit's either whether it's good or horrifying. It's like it's happening. Like it falls off when I'm getting the
This
mail.
sheer bathrobe is the only thing that separates my
You have
mortal
kimonos?
coil from the
I
rest
want a
of the world.
kimono.
Oh, a kimono would be cool.
Oh, kimonos are nice. So, like, it would be kind of hilarious, like, because
What?
every time I put
What?
on, I
What
put
would
on,
be hilarious?
I put on my bathrobe and I think about that picture of what's his name, the Daniel Radcliffe, running around with the guns. Like,
Oh, Guns Akimbo?
Yeah, Guns Akimbo.
I watched that recently. It was a
Was it
weird
good?
movie. It was a weird movie.
But fun? Was it fun?
It was fun.
He
That
did
is
another
fun.
weird
It was
movie
weird.
recently where, like, the guy, like, is like a boat, basically.
Oh, it's amazing. Swiss Army Man.
Oh, I do want to watch
Yes,
this.
Paul
Swiss Army
Dano.
Man.
It's really good.
It is good? Okay.
It's actually really. It's on Amazon Prime too, so
Really?
easy to watch.
But dude, there's
it's
this...
Amazon Prime original.
Oh, hey, will you let me borrow
Phenomenally.
it? Or your Amazon to me?
Your mom has Amazon, doesn't she?
No. Or she hasn't shared it with me, at least if she does.
Get it from your mom, dude.
Oh,
Kimberly,
that's
give him
like
Amazon Prime.
I'll
Stevie
ask
D.
her.
Goodwill is amazing.
Uh huh.
I
Goodwill
love
is
Goodwill
amazing. They've closed
so much.
Goodwill.
Yeah,
apparently.
Goodwill's closed now. It's
CBD.
under like a forced closure. Today was the first day.
That makes me very sad.
Me too.
How did
Okay,
you find out about it?
texting Bethany to see if she was alive.
Oh, yeah, she texted me. I texted her too to see if she was alive.
You don't even remember, do you?
I remember asking you, but I.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, could you imagine he doesn't remember that?
I remember
They're
texting her to
close,
see if she was
Stevie.
alive, like, right before I left work. Because that's when I thought of it again. She said,
Well,
yes, are you?
Those are gonna
Yes.
turn into more bags
No.
of shit for good.
Are you?
But
I said, are you?
oh, do you want to hear something wild?
What?
So the governor apparently said today, and we're living proof that it's bullshit. But he said today on the news that that he's not worried about issuing a stay-at-home, like stay-in-shelter order, because South Carolinians, when you tell them what to do and why to do it, they're gonna do it. And I'm thinking that me and 3 of my friends are going to fucking Chick-fil-A this morning at 8 o'clock.
We're gathering groups larger than 3.
We're going to hell.
Like, we're not listening at all.
I mean, we're not like going out and hanging out in public though. We're getting food and going home. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, that's true.
We are technically
But I
doing
feel
what's
like
okay.
like that's not a proper replacement for a state. Like I do think at this point probably a state.
I think the
replacement.
best case scenario around here, like unless they actually get military involved, is shutting down all the businesses because no
Yes.
one's going to go out and just sit at like.
And
in
I
the
think a
park
shelter
forever.
in place order should be issued.
A
I
what?
mean, I want to basically just you need to stay home, and if cops stop you, you better have a good reason for being
Yeah.
out and about. Because like I love to hang out with you guys, obviously, which is why I'm here. But at the same time, like if we're actually looking to combat spread and minimize the amount of like risk and danger there is,
Yeah.
then I mean like that stuff has to be done from a bureaucratic.
The only
level.
reason that I don't like say anything about you guys coming here is because I know I don't have it.
Yeah.
Because I don't do anything.
No.
I've been at home since this happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've gone out to get food and that is it.
Right.
And you know, I feel like I'm managing the risk there
That's
pretty
my thing.
well.
It's like I only
considering all 4 of us are like 20, and we're all just hanging out and we're doing a podcast. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like we're coming over here
This
and
was
just
like a
hugging for
second
3
job,
hours.
basically, for me. Like,
Yeah.
the way I work in my schedule, I know you don't want it to be a second job. Hello. Hello, Matt.
Sorry, okay.
I want it to be. What are you saying? I don't want it to be. What?
I want it
No,
to be.
I just
I want it
mean,
to be
like,
a
you-
I
first
want it to be a
job.
first
I
job.
want you to hire me and I'll
you like are like when I first started doing this, you're like, don't treat this like a second job yet because it's not blown up to that. Because I was like talking about putting together a schedule and stuff for it, and you're like, that's a little bit premature. Like we'll just like we'll
Oh
wing
well,
it.
I only said that because of I don't want you to make a schedule that you might not end up being able to uphold because of your.
You don't
real
want-
We've been
job.
able to uphold the one so far. I mean, Monday through
yeah.
Thursday has been like badass for us, and
Well,
now
first
that you
of
don't
all-
have to do the games,
Yeah, first of all, we are in a weird, trying time right now.
we are,
Yes.
we are.
So it's
but
a
I
little
feel like-
easier to manage.
But I feel like Monday through Thursday would work for us anyway because of your work schedule now. Or
Yeah.
like even if it was
Well, the only problem with that in the past, the only reason it's working is because we started that during this quarantine. It never would work before because half the week we all go to Dave and Buster's or go out to get food, and we say we're going to be home at 11, and then we're home at 4, 5, or 6
well, now I'm
a.m.
trying to get you to commit
I
to
miss
it.
Dave
So
and
commit
Buster's.
to it.
I'm always ready to. I've said many times,
Yeah.
Creighton, you want to leave so we can do the podcast? You're like, we can do it a little late, and then 4 o'clock comes around. You're like,
yeah,
oh,
but
we'll
I'm
do
talking
it
about
tomorrow.
the times I don't go out with you guys.
It's every night.
Which has been like a lot recently.
Yeah, since the coronavirus.
No, I'm talking about before that because like the last couple
There was a
times
couple
you guys
Dave and
went to
Buster's
Dave and
you
Buster's
couldn't
that I
make.
couldn't make it because I was
Been
at
at
work.
home. That's been literally
Right?
2%.
Matt knows.
Yeah,
Matt got my back.
2% change, exactly like skim milk amount of change. I wanted to make that joke for a while now. I've been staring at that 2%.
We were
and
we
thinking
were
about
out
2%
of like
skim milk.
1%
It's
milk.
horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah. Been skim milk change in your lifestyle.
You're not supposed to add that stuff to this coffee, but it did make it better tasting.
Did it?
It really did. Like
It looks
like
gross.
But you
it
said
does
it's
look
like- it does look
horrifying.
horrible.
It looks like there's pollen in my coffee.
Yeah.
But
like a fuck ton
Save
of
the
fun.
fucking bees.
Like a cheese,
Save the
like a
bees.
tree just like nutted all
yeah.
Uno Moss.
just there you go.
Thank you. You're
A whole
amazing.
tray of berries.
I got
Would
this
you like a berry?
from Laird's
No, I'm good.
Superfoods. Laird Hamilton. He's a Hawaiian surfer dude, and it is turmeric coffee creamer. I'm covering up Laird because he is surfing and he has no shirt on. It's got turmeric and ginger in it, and this shit is the bomb diggity, if I do say so myself.
The bomb.
And you're supposed to drink it with like hot coffee. I've got this fucking cold brew protein coffee. that I drink, and I was like, I'm sure that that'll mix well and not like get clumpy or anything.
Yeah,
And
it got
then
clumpy.
and then fucking
It looks like that.
yeah.
It's
But
cool.
I mean, with that said, I mixed it for a while, and I do taste it in there, and it tastes really good. Like it's supposed to be. It's super healthy.
It
And it's
looks
supposed
like
to
you
make
took like a granola bar and crunched it up a lot and just like let it sit.
yeah, just like I let it sit in the window of a car for like a day or two.
Listen, Copenhagen, first of all, I do not have a problem. Okay.
Go, yeah, because
Okay.
Copenhagen was like, I feel like you
Yeah,
guys
Co-
have a problem with, or have like an addiction.
To America's Bay, I agree.
Second of all,
I actually married to Merrick.
Copenhagen,
That's my
I am only like 9,000 tickets away from having a Nintendo Switch. Like I was going to have my Nintendo Switch.
Matt is a like a card counter of Dave and Buster's. The guy like knows how to. Where'd you say you got it? I got it online. Look up Laird Hamilton. Just Laird Hamilton coffee, and it'll show his website.
The Lairdius.
I'll just look it up. I hate you, Chris.
Well, just look
Laird
the link to
Hamilton
him
coffee.
directly in Discord.
All products Laird Superfood is what'll come up on Google.
My legs.
LairdSuperfood.com.
It's the burden being tall.
It
Indeed.
is.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
How many
It's one of
tickets
the
to
newer
lose your
seasons
virginity?
that's always saying.
Matt. Copenhagen is good.
I don't know, man. Like,
I'd say like
20,000?
400,000. Oh, 20,000?
yeah.
That's all you think?
Well, dude, like
I did
think
that
about
in
it.
one day.
Like, you know, you go in there with your chick and you're just like, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Stuffed
Matt
animal.
broke down his goal right now is to get the Nintendo Switch, which is the most expensive thing that you can get in Dave & Buster's.
Yes.
And it's 100,000 tickets.
Yeah.
He said, what I expect to do is eventually get the Switch, and then when I'm
Yes.
done getting the Switch, I will continue to do my runs at Dave & Buster's with all my coupons,
Yes.
and I will build up giant masses of tickets, stacks and
of
stacks
tickets.
of tickets on my card,
Yes.
and I'll bring a girl here on a date and be like, you see these games? Pick a game.
Any game, yes.
Any game you want. Play
Like,
the
you
game.
want that
you want a
plushie on the
prize?
wall?
What do you want on the wall? The big one?
Oh, yes,
Here,
the Giants
take it.
teddy badge.
The
40,000 tickets. Oh, paltry change.
Yes, here's this for you. Just for you. I got it for you.
Tis
You can
nothing.
do it. Thank you. Or, you can do it. Thank you, Isaiah. That's how he says it.
Oh,
Isaiah
hey,
is one of my
Isaiah,
favorite
hey,
people to impersonate.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, okay. Oh
Oh,
shit.
is that root beer?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Can I have some?
No,
I just want to try it. Yeah, like it's like God's gift to humanity.
it is.
Yes,
Hold
it
on.
is God's gift to humanity.
Oh.
He just claimed that.
Yes, saying
I
that.
don't think-
Oh man, he's.
Did he
Did you
fuck
see
with
him?
it?
Did you see Charlie sagging? Like he was sagging. He had his
I did
ass
not.
hanging out of his pants.
I wasn't, honestly, I
That
was
was
not staring
hilarious.
at Chris's ass.
No, I
but
saw him go up the stairs and his pants just started dropping. He was like sagging. Like by the time he got up to the stairs, it looked like.
honestly, you guys can have, like, my virginity for 9,000 tickets. Because I'm just trying to get that Switch.
I do want some room temperature water, but I'm no peasant.
Dude, I could get some water right
wait,
now.
what's it? I am a king.
I'm actually really
I am a
thirsty.
god among kings. Is that what it
No
is?
problem.
What's the saying? It's like
Well,
I'm
I always
something
like-
among this.
King among men.
So tickets are what I need. Says
God.
Nick. I don't know if you guys read that. That's
Yes,
funny.
yeah.
That looks like fancy root beer. It is. It is. It is Bundaberg's root beer made in Australia.
Thunderbird.
Bundaberg. It is the shit. You really
So
want to try
it-
some?
It
I
looks,
do really want to try some.
It honestly
I
looks
wouldn't ask
like,
if I didn't mean it.
it honestly looks like an
That-
old-timey
yes, you
medicine
would.
bottle.
No,
You know?
It tastes like old timey medicine.
That sounds horrible.
That-
I'm kidding.
I was about to say, like, was
I
that some
hate root
cocaine?
beer.
Like
Root
some
beer is
old school
horrible.
Coca-Cola
You're
with
horrible.
actual
Root beer's amazing.
Root beer is awful. Root beer can go
Oh
die.
god,
The worst
it
kind of
smells like
soda.
it smells like
Beer?
No, not beer. What's the
Roots? Does it
what's
smell
like
like
the
roots?
bad Twizzlers?
Give Creighton some room temperature
Can I-
water
can I
like the
sniff it?
peasant he is, says Copenhagen.
What's the bad version of Twizzlers? Like the old.
Oh,
school-
licorice?
It smells like licorice.
Dude, it smells
Twizzler
awful.
is technically licorice.
That literally smells like medicine. It smells so bad. It
Tastes
smells
really
like
good.
like rotten roots. Root beer is terrible, but I love the bottle. Stevie D.
Right?
Stevie
It's really
D.
good, right? Look at it.
It's okay. I mean,
It's a
great.
pretty high quality root
High
beer.
five, Stevie D. You know what it is.
What,
You a
man?
real
yeah, root
one,
beer is
Stevie
terrible,
D.
but I love the bottle.
Root
Wow,
beer is
that's
terrible, but I
that's
love the
crazy,
bottle.
Steve. I don't know if I want to meet you now.
Moist.
You do want to meet her.
Moist.
Dude, she came to my birthday party last year. It was awesome.
Why wasn't I invited to
High
her
five.
birthday
Because I
party?
didn't know you then.
I call bullshit because we've known each other for a very long time.
I mean,
We
I
just
knew
didn't talk.
of you. I just didn't know you. You know what I mean?
When he looked over, he looked over and was like, "We didn't know each other." Like super, like I can't believe you would say this. Like he looked so hurt that you got mad at him. Charlie, but it has turmeric in it. No, not the root beer. Not the root beer.
Christian. Yeah, Christian came too. I love Christian. Christian is amazing. Have you met Christian, Charlie?
Your brother?
No.
No. I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I don't want to say his last name because, but, like, he's pretty cool.
Okay.
Him and Stevie are, like, really good friends. And, like, they became, I think they kind of, like, were friends before Food Line, if I'm not mistaken. But they became, like, close friends there. And, like, the three of us all used to hang out and stuff. And then, like, Stevie went to go work at home. And
What witchcraft is this? What are you doing?
Mocking.
Mimicking.
He's mimicking.
Because I can't
okay.
contribute, because I do not know these. Like,
Yeah.
I know Stevie D.
They're awesome. I love them. These are
You know her by
awesome
chat.
people.
Yes.
You know her by association.
I know Stevie D by the 1,000 hobbies that she has.
Yeah, Stevie D is, like, top tier friend.
She's like a Swiss Army woman.
She really
Yeah,
is.
she is a Swiss Army woman.
Like-
I hate that we haven't talked, like, so much in a while. Like, there was a hiatus on our friendship, kind of, like, where we just didn't talk. And I think it wasn't like there was bad feelings towards one another. It was one of those things where we were just, like, both busy with shit.
Mm-hmm.
She got married, by the way, like, while we weren't talking. I was like, that's insane. That's cool.
It's like, I really missed out.
She sent me the video and stuff, like, because it was, like, one of those courthouse weddings and stuff. And it's so cute. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I'm so sorry for that. I was extremely busy doing. See, like, we both were. We both were. It's okay. Like, I mean, no hard feelings.
Creighton was going through some shit.
We both were.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us, I think, were. Your
Yeah.
house, like, fucking burned down.
Thanks. Bringing that up.
I mean, not that we're measuring here, but, like, you definitely had, like, a rough go of it.
But no.
Savannah is my favorite person to have, like, whenever. She's my favorite person to have, like, air quotes, in studio, because, like, you'll say crazy shit, and Matt won't react at all. And I'll look over at her, and, like, it'll be...
Savannah's the best
I do this
studio
right.
audience.
Yeah, I'm like, I go, like, and know she's looking at me. I'll just know, be like... And she's like, yeah, right? Like, she's like, we see that he's crazy, right? I'm like, yeah, he is crazy.
Why isn't Savannah, like, sitting over here with us? She's
Wait,
just
whose
over
house
there.
burned down? My house burned down, too.
Yeah.
I used to, you know where the Verizon is across from Home Depot?
She might have read about it, to be honest.
She might have
It
seen
was in. Oh yeah.
Like,
Remember that big
she lives-
bonfire?
Yeah, remember that giant fire?
Remember that giant
Wait, what?
column
Holy
of
shit!
smoke?
Yeah, that was my house. Crazy, right?
It was on
My
all,
name's
it was
Chris, and my life is kind of crazy.
It was in all the papers.
Hi, I'm Jared. I'm 19. I never learned how to fucking read. Oh my god, I did read about that. Yeah, I was on the news. You probably remember seeing a flustered, pale white guy with crazy hair who looked like he just woke up, because I had just woken up. And the news was there, and they were like, "Is that your house?" I was like, "Yep." And they were like, "Can we talk to you?" I was like, "Yep." I was so happy. I was like,
You're like, follow me on Twitch.
have I told you that story? Have I said that story on the podcast?
Not
What
the
happened?
news story. You've talked about, like, the detectives and shit. But
Oh, bro, that was crazy. So, it was that day was supposed to be the last day that we were moving out of that house.
Yeah.
And I told you this earlier. We talked about this today too,
Yeah.
which is funny. But I didn't tell you this part.
Okay.
So that was supposed to be the last day we were moving out of the house. We had a lot of stuff there still, and it burned down. Luckily, I had moved in here a week before, so I pretty much got away scot-free in terms of, like, what I had some money left. Like, I had money hidden in a wall that I forgot about for months.
Yeah.
Like, I literally realized, like, a month or two ago, I was like,
oh,
shit,
crap.
all my Star Notes. Because I had, you know Star Note money is?
Uh-uh.
You know, on money, like, the green... Is this one? No. You know the green serial number?
Yeah.
After it, there'll be a little green star. That means that bill has, like, they had to make more ones, and they had to reuse that number. So the Star Note means there's another bill out there that has that number without the star. So
Okay.
you can have a Star Note, you can have two Star Notes, like, on
Okay.
one number, or
I did not
it's a
know that.
little tiny green. So I have one somewhere now. I'm starting a collection again.
That's weird, but cool.
Anyway, I had like $180 of Star Notes, and
Yeah.
like
You
that
just
were
keep-
probably worth like $300. The
Are
Star Notes
Star
are worth a
valuable?
little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So like a $1 bill is probably worth like $1.03. Like, it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like a $5 bill is probably worth like 5, 15, 20. Like, when you get to like 20s and hundreds, Star Note 20s and Star Note hundreds are worth a bunch. But what makes them super valuable is if you have a Star Note and its first serial number bill together. So if you have a Star Note bill, the
then, like,
serial
the
number is 1, 2, 3, 4,
original
5,
as
6, 7, 8, 9, and it has the star, and then you have the other one that doesn't have the Star Note,
Yeah.
that's worth hundreds, thousands of dollars. Like,
you have the two
crazy.
together.
Yeah.
That's
there,
so wild.
There was a set on eBay at one point of $20 bills where it was like a set of like 18 sequential Star Notes.
Mm-hmm.
and it was worth like $800,000, like some crazy, ridiculous amount of money.
Okay.
Because people out there
That's
who collect
crazy.
money, that's like super unbelievably, undeniably
it's crazy
rare.
how like certain like years are like.
Charlie burns his house
extremely
down because his mom refused to make hibachi. First of
Copenhagen.
all, my mom left 13 years ago. Shit on
Jesus.
Copenhagen. I know, I just wanted to shit on it.
valued.
Oh my god, I did.
Oof is right, Stevie.
Oof
Oof.
is
yeah.
right.
Okay, so wait, sorry. That's what I lost. I had a little bit of money and I hit it in the wall, and I was like, oh shit, because I had left it there like a
The
year
hole
before.
in the wall.
Yeah, the hole in the wall. My brother punched a hole in the wall a long time ago by accident.
Nice. Okay.
And anyway, we're getting away from the
yeah.
story.
Yeah. Okay.
I woke up that day and to a phone call from my dad.
Yeah.
It was at 3 p.m. roughly, and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be there in like an hour to pick you up, so we can go finish unloading the stuff at the house." I was like, "Cool." And I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep. Woke up at around 4:30. I was like, "Oh shit! Why hasn't he called me?" I called him. He wouldn't pick up. I called my brother. He wouldn't pick up. I called my sister. She wouldn't pick up. I was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
I go upstairs, and my roommate's girlfriend said, was just walking in and said, "I think your house is on fire." Because also to preface, I live pretty close to where my house
Right
used
down
to
the
be,
street.
like
Right.
literally right down the street, like 150, 200 yards away. But like through a bunch of turns in this neighborhood.
Right. Okay.
So she tells me that, and I'm like, okay, that's all. Okay, and I go back downstairs. I come down here, grab my phone, I put on my shoes, and I'm in basically. I was wearing these shorts, and I was wearing the Pokemon shirt from last podcast. I was
Yeah.
wearing that shirt.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think. No, it wasn't. No. I was wearing this shirt. I remember now because it was on the news.
The
I was wearing
M-Fam
I was wearing this M-Fam shirt,
Nice.
which really
Represent.
is more statistically accurate based on what I wear.
You're wearing
So
an
weird.
M-Fam shirt right now.
Yeah, I know.
Also, you're sagging like crazy.
Oh darn.
No, I'm just. I noticed.
M-Fam
earlier.
jacket.
We don't- I noticed that.
Anyway, I was wearing that shirt, and I just sprint down the road, like full fucking. I just go, and I could smell the smoke. Like I could. It was super in the air,
Were
and
you
like.
running?
Yeah, I was running. I was
okay.
fucking sprinting. I was horrified. My dad wouldn't pick up, and there's a fire at my house.
Yeah.
Like all I'm thinking is my dad's in the house and dead now. like that's like, and my brother, and like I was horrified. Like I could
Yeah.
not even imagine what
That
was
is
going on.
terrifying.
So I get to the end of the part, like like if we were to go at the end of the circle where the stop sign is and then turn left, I get to the end of that road. And there's a cop there and an SUV and he won't let me pass. And I'm like, listen, dude, that's my house. My dad is there and my brother's supposed to be there. Like that's my fucking, that's my house.
Yeah.
Like I'm flustered, I'm tired, I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain it to him. He's like, okay, listen, I can't let you through, but keep talking to me. We're going to figure this out, make sure it is your house, and is there anything you can tell? So we're, like, helping. He's trying to get as much out of me, and I'm trying to get anything out of him, because he isn't telling me anything. He's not telling me anyone was there. He's not allowed to tell me certain things. And I'm like, I'm just trying to fucking weasel. I'm trying to, like, interrogate this cop about if there's anyone at the house. So I'm talking to him. I forget what I said, a lot of it, but... Long story short, I start telling him, I'm like, listen, okay, so if you're looking at the house, like, the far right side closest to the road is where people might be if they can't get out. Because that's going to be the easiest place for them to get out if they break a window. But the problem is that house has double-layered windows, so you can't just throw something through them. You have to beat the fuck out of those windows to break them, because they're old. They're like, it's an old house. So I'm telling them all this. I'm like, look, you can do that. You can go there. There's another part of the house similar on the other side, but it's like a little harder to get out of. And the stuff in that room would be difficult to move. So like I'm telling you, that's where they're gonna be if they're in there. And he's like, okay. And he's like, would there be anyone in the house? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be moving out. Like I'm telling maybe. So I'm like freaking out. While this is happening, a van pulls up, and it's not a news van. It's like a woman in her van, and she who works for the news, and she has all the equipment in her car. So it's like one of those situations like, hey, this is happening near you, go.
Yeah.
She comes up, and they won't let her pass, and she's like eavesdropping on the thing, and we've done Learn TV. I was like, oh shit, she's about to like pick up on what's going on and ask me questions.
They do be like that.
Yeah, they do. And so like in between the cop talking on the walkie-talkie and talking to me, she's like, so what's going on? And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's my house and that it's on fire.
Yeah.
She's like, do you know if anyone's there? Like she's going through the like normal questions, like, is anyone there? Is this happening? Is that happening?
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to see if they're there. I'm trying to get all this information. So is there like still charred wreckage That's how.
No.
No, it's
like
gone
all
now.
gone.
It's
Like,
very
'cause
green
been-
grass replaced it now.
Well, you know, like fucking, what's it called? The shit that's left over ashes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
very
there was
fertile.
a giant
Well,
pile
that's
for
what
like
I'm
a
saying,
month and a
it's
half.
very
Yeah,
fertile for like
Yeah,
grass and stuff.
exactly.
People use that in fertilizer all the time.
Yeah. But so finally, I get a call from my brother, and I'm like, oh, okay, at least he's good. And I answer him like, hey, dude, and oh, what did he say? Hold on, no, he said something awesome first. He said something so funny, like not funny but hilarious after the fact. Oh, I said, hey, dude, like, is everything okay? And he was like, dude, the house is fucking gone. And I was like, and then he was like, oh, and Daddy's okay. I was like, fuck you, bro. Say that verse next time, you fucking bitch. Like, I was losing it in front of this news lady and the cop. The cop started laughing a little bit. And I was like, it is funny, but I'm angry. And he was like, it was funny.
Yeah.
But,
That is funny.
but we're just sitting there screaming. I'm sitting there screaming at him, and he's laughing a little bit on the phone. and then I start laughing because it is kind of funny. And then
You're
I'm
just
like,
happy they're alive.
I'm so happy. I'm like, because at that point it had been like 45 minutes, knowing my house is like I could see the flames over the trees,
So you live like that
150
Wait,
yards
so where
away.
did they stop you at? Like, 'cause
At the end of that road with the stop sign, like if you
whoa,
were
like,
gonna
if you were
if we
gonna
were gonna
turn
go to the
right.
bank, if we were gonna go to the bank,
Yeah.
if you left or right, if you kept going
Yeah.
until you didn't
Damn,
like loop the
that's
circle
like
again.
far out from your house.
Yeah.
Because like you could.
They were stopping people before Verizon on the other side.
Really?
Yeah, the only way you were allowed through is if you lived in the houses around, and you had to like go to those houses and like go inside, and they had to like escort you in. They weren't letting anyone near the house because
Well,
the flames
imagine
were
it's
the
so
flames were
hot.
like the flames were fucking ridiculous high. So, excuse me. So I figure out they're alive, and I'm like giddy. I'm like fuck that house, bro. I didn't have shit in there anymore. I'm just happy knowing they're
Except for
okay.
$8.
Yeah, except for them. But I didn't even know that at the time. You know,
Yeah.
I realized that 2 months later. I was like, shit, I had that money there like a year and a half ago. Like, I forgot to go get it.
Like, damn.
Yeah. So it was more of like a aw moment than a, like, a shit moment.
Yeah.
But, so I'm excited. And I turned to the lady. I was like, you want an interview? And she was like, uh-huh. So, like, I do the interview, and that's what people saw. And, it was.
Wait, what did it go up on? Do you have any like video of it? Or is it
I
just,
did.
like, a
I
Reddit
don't know if I
story?
have it anymore. Damn, I'm trying to find places to urban explore. That sounds callous. No, it's okay. I don't give a shit. I wanted to. They wouldn't let us explore
Stevie
it.
D, have you
Because I had
been
some shit in there that would have
to,
survived a fire, and we
yeah.
weren't able to go loot it. We wanted to
Have
go
you
do it.
been
but we
to
couldn't.
Springs Park, Stevie D? If you're looking for places to like urban explore.
Springs
Have you-
Park is cool.
Have you ever been to Springs Park?
I don't think so.
Dude, it's amazing back there. Like, so what it used to be.
Huh? Yeah. What?
I don't know.
What kind of question is that?
Good
I
question.
just wanna just, like, do
No,
it.
you can't sit.
No, I mean,
Not against that wall. No.
Yeah, no, you have to,
That's
actually,
wall.
you have to sit on the other side, you have to sit against the air, and you have to, like, work out your core that way.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Also upside down.
Chris and I are going to be going together.
Yeah.
It's on my list, Craig.
Oh, I want to go with you guys whenever you go. Just hit me up and let me, because I love going there.
And if we haven't met by then, that would be a cool way to meet. So I would be down.
I've only ever been there once, and like, so I've heard the stories about this place. It's basically like used to be like kind of like Carowinds, but like down the road from Lancaster. Like
My dad
right
used to
down
swim
the road.
there.
And it had like an Olympic-sized pool,
Yep.
giant ass merry-go-round thing, and like a train that would go through the whole park. It was for like all the Springs employees.
And after it's shut down, it's haunted, and now the
Well-
pool's full of tapioca.
Well, the pool's
the
like
slides,
hashing-
have,
it's like-
the hash thingy slasher slides
They
down the
say that a
slide.
man with a pool noodle still walks the very ground with it.
Well, the and there was like this place you could go underneath the pool and like look inside. Like it had like a
Stevie
glass
said
window.
all of us could go. There's still like stuff.
So,
I have a whole
there's
notebook.
stuff. Oh god,
Dude,
we
there's
gotta
stuff
go
there,
to.
bro.
I love
I
stuff.
love stuff.
Fear the pool.
But I think that when I went, all that you could really make out from like because it's all so grown up now. Like it's in the middle of a forest.
Mhm.
But it's you go into like you're walking through the woods, and all of a sudden the woods open up, and like you're at the top of like this Coliseum-esque pool. Like it's massive. It's
It is huge.
You've been there?
Yes,
Yes.
I've been there once, and like you look down, and it's probably about like God, what would you say, 30, 40 feet down? Like,
Yeah.
and that's like
It's
walking
like-
down the steps to get to the pool.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even at the pool yet. The pool itself is
We
like
gotta
12 or
go
13
there.
feet
So
deep.
firstly, it's
It's
amazing.
dope and it gives me the creeps, says
Yeah.
Nick.
And
Yes.
it
So
was.
you gotta like dig in there.
It was it used to have a 30-foot diving board and everything, but the diving board like has fallen over into the pool itself, and it's really cool. And like, I don't know if you can get. I know you can get down the pool, but I don't remember like how easy it is to do that. Like, I don't remember if there's like a ladder or something, or like if it just like gradually has a deep incline. But and the it's like kind of up on a platform. So, like, there's, like, this area you can go around and walk around. And when the pool was active and stuff, there's, like, you could walk down into, like, this wall part of the pool. And there was a window. You could look inside and see everybody
We
swimming
could
and
live
stuff.
there.
We could live
Well, there's
there.
asbestos and stuff. You
Fuck the asbestos. We'll burn it. We'll burn that shit out.
Okay.
We'll start a
there's-
giant.
but you
We'll
gotta be
pour.
very
We'll pour.
careful,
We'll pour a
too.
bunch of hand sanitizer and light that on fire. That's the cleanest
Yes.
way to
You gotta be very
burn something
careful,
away.
too, though, because there's, like, a bunch of tunnels and shit, like, in holes where the tunnels have
You
collapsed.
wanna be-
and
you wanna be
underneath it.
careful.
Yeah.
But there's safe places to go and non-safe places
Yeah.
to go. But it's like if you're
So what you're
smart.
saying is we should live there.
Yes,
That's what I'm hearing.
And there was, like, a part section off for, like, boats and the water stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know if any of that stuff's still there, because, like, water stuff doesn't last too long.
So like
unattended.
I cannot confirm nor deny whether I've been there because technically it's trespassing, and it's posted like.
I've been there. I don't give a damn.
yeah.
Come at me.
I actually
Yeah.
live there.
Yeah, those actually are his notices. That
I was actually born there. I was
But
born
it
there,
is
and I
Stephanie
lived
says,
there.
so
let's
cool.
go look at the tunnels.
It's so cool, and there's like a lot of like really cool graffiti. Like there's this whole like
We
giant.
should go graffiti.
There's this whole giant like
I mean, we should go admire the graffiti.
the art. Yes, and there's this whole like giant like spray paint on one of the walls that just said "Send nudes" in really pretty purple letters.
That's awesome.
And I actually took a picture of that because I was like, I could use this someday.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like,
I think the best way to go, I'll talk about like
you really
the plan
aren't
for
gonna
how
get in
to do it.
trouble, but like
Yeah.
you be
We really
be
are
smart.
gonna get in trouble.
We might
No.
nowadays,
Like
right
Stevie-
now.
It's like Stevie
Oh,
D said.
yeah, mine-
Yeah, during the
They
quarantine,
don't
we might get
really
in
check.
trouble.
Like you just want to be smart.
It's
about it.
actually.
Well, yeah,
really
what am I
good.
saying? They're not going to go
You're not
patrol
supposed
that for people during
No,
the
they're not.
quarantine.
And then like you also like don't go during the night.
Yeah.
other than
to. Yeah,
that.
you really don't want to go there during the night.
We should go host a concert there.
Dude, Maddie B and the Corona crew.
Yeah.
Maddie B and the fucking Corona crew,
Dude,
Matt.
let's go.
It's so weird because it's such like a fucking huge.
Sacred
like,
prophecies have been inscribed on the walls.
They have been,
According to Isaiah.
but look. So like,
Send
Charlie, when I
nudes.
tell you like this place is
prophecy.
this place isn't as big as like you're picturing it to be. Because my mom and like people that I know that have been there for like have been going there for years, like to kind of explore it and stuff. They would describe it to me, and I would imagine.
Creighton's
it,
mother is a criminal, confirmed. Confirmed,
No,
Kimberly.
she never went when it was like posted no trespassing. She went when she was a little girl and the place was still open.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I went there and like I always
Sorry,
imagined it in
Kimberly.
my head, like thinking like the pool at USCL, because she was like, it's an Olympic-sized swimming pool, but you don't like.
You don't understand it.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not what you think.
You walk in and it's like, I swear to God, it's like walking into like this huge coliseum. Like
It really
It's
is
massive.
It's like the Roman Colosseum of Lancaster.
it really is.
We should host fights there. We should go and
Fight night.
yeah, we should have fights there. We should
Yes.
have like all our friends.
Hey, you should look up pictures
Oh,
of
so
it
almost
real
like
quick
Indiana
and see.
Jones, but with perm, but with a perm.
You should look up pictures of it.
Wait, his mom? Are you talking about?
Are you talking about my mom?
That's if he is. That's
a
hilarious.
yes.
Kimberly's Indiana Jones
Oh, with a
With
perm.
the perm.
with a perm.
I don't know if they have pictures
Springs
now. I had some
Park?
really good pictures back in the day, but I lost them. I actually went to Springs with my first girlfriend.
Who was your first? Wait, who?
Do you
Never
know?
mind. I don't. No, this. I forgot.
Maybe
real
not.
live.
Maybe yeah. Maybe not talk about names.
But later, like I'm curious about the story. Anyways,
Yeah, it's a story. I made some mistakes. It was good. It was a thing. We won't get into that now.
But are you fighting with shirts on or
Oh, okay,
off?
look,
Nick,
look.
that's an
here's
important
a
question.
picture from,
And
like-
because we
yeah,
will
that's
not
not
be
big as
streaming on
fuck.
Twitch, probably just full nude.
Yeah.
Back, don't know what happened while I was gone,
Honestly-
but I think you could actually live stream from your phone if we do the Springs thing.
Honestly, if I'm not
nice.
if I'm not completely in the nude to like increase my aerodynamic abilities, I'm not fighting at my
That's
best.
a pretty-
Exactly.
Look,
That's
look,
what.
this is-
Exactly.
this is just like this is a panoramic shot.
The only thing I wear is a
No one
cup
else
that
can
I
see that.
strap
That's
to get
true.
strapped to me
Yeah.
with cords instead of underwear, so they can't flap in the wind.
Charlie,
Yes. See,
if I
that's
send
smart.
you
That's
some
very smart.
pictures, will you like show stream?
Potentially,
You'll also
I'll
let
have
me
to
know
look at them first.
You'll
Just
have to let
send
me
them to
know.
me on Twitter.
if we're going to fight, because I have to get everything waxed again to increase
Your slickness.
slickness.
So grappling
Because,
becomes more
yes,
difficult.
it's like, how are you going to grab hold of me when my
we have to make
when
sure
my
that
skin
our
is
weapons.
soft and baby smooth?
We have to
It's
make sure that our
impossible.
weapons are what we use, not our
Savannah, I'm
bodies.
gonna have to borrow some of your lotion. Okay, just a heads up.
I
you ever
have,
get your
I have
lotion
many.
on with
I have
your-
multiple swords slash axes.
Oh, okay.
I have
Sorry,
a few weapons.
I only need
In this room, I have
I only
some
need
just
2
hidden.
weapons, Chris, and I'm gonna show these for the stream. Mwah.
One weapon,
Okay.
Oh,
another
mwah.
weapon. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
gonna send it to you on Discord, Charlie. That way you can see.
Okay. I have multiple weapons
The
in
left
this room.
one's iron and the right one's steel. If the left don't get you, the right one will. So,
Jesus, that was awesome.
Don't say it was awesome.
That was awesome.
thank you. Need a bow, I got you. We're gonna have our very own Hunger Games, fellas.
Did it send? Wait, how do I go to his thing just to straight up just message him?
Oh, like you just.
Do I
okay.
click on his name?
You can message right there where it says
No, I
message.
went to.
Yeah, and it'll open up like.
Oh, okay, there we go. Let's see if it does.
What the- That's a. Semen is gluten free too.
Thank you.
All right, upload.
Thank you for telling the
See me?
audience.
Semen is okay, so that's up to date or relatively up to date picture. I'm not sure how old that is. Semen is gluten free though. This is an old picture right here.
Healthy.
Healthy. They're
Helpful.
great.
All I see is like Tony the Tiger on an advertisement for porn. It's like, you should eat pineapple before having sex.
You should suck the balls.
Oh my
They're
god,
great.
God damn it.
You want to know how to earn your stripes?
God damn it. We're not in your show.
I'll frost your flakes.
Cue the Pornhub like.
Boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Yeah.
Show stream the pictures.
Wait, hold on. Nah, that's the word.
I don't know what happened while I was gone, but I think I could actually.
We already said that.
Well, the Creighton's catching up.
If you need a bow, I got you. What do you need a bow?
Sorry that
for?
took so long to type. Okay,
What? Were you typing to us?
no.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Yeah. So, and then the next picture
Yes.
is what it used to look like back in the day.
Okay, I'm
imagine,
gonna
like,
show that
walking
one
down-
first then.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
so stream, boom. This is what it was like back in the day. Here's size comparison to people for the size of the
There's
the
people
pool.
like ants, by the way.
That's the pool, and there's a giant
It's
steps.
massive.
It's like this coliseum, and then boom.
Dude, and that pool
That's
is
it,
out
like
like.
empty and ancient. Look how deep that pool is.
That's
Yeah,
what
like
I'm saying.
so that's the thing. It does not give it justice. Like you go down there, like that
Yeah,
pool was
like,
deep
this
because
is-
it was Olympic.
Like
it
so,
was,
this is that giant diving board.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fallen in.
Wow, I wonder how loud that was when it fell. There's like buildings.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's
We
like
could live here.
There's, yeah,
We should live
buildings
here.
left over.
podcast from Springs.
Honestly, I'm
That's
gonna
pretty sick.
keep scrolling and see if I get any more interesting
Sprung
pictures.
off podcast.
Creighton, you've been to my house. You know we have an arsenal.
Who said that?
Stevie.
Yes, you guys do have an arsenal of guns.
Well, you know, Stevie D's actually trained with.
What's she talking about? Bring the chat back.
Stevie D's actually
Oh
trained
yeah, my
with
bad.
about 12 different martial weapons. I'm pretty sure she's been to like a Buddhist temple
Oh, a bow. Yeah.
and trained with the monks of old to learn the ancient chakra
Yeah.
points.
Oh, that
of her
looks
enemies.
creepy. Look at that.
You can only show like
that
certain,
a
like you
creepy-
can't show all weapons on Twitch. Otherwise, I would just start grabbing them out of all their hiding places.
You're like,
But,
ha, ha.
Okay,
You're like Dwight from The
so-
Office, and he's like,
at my old house, like whenever I had that bed, like
oh,
that
wow,
bed.
that's a really good picture. I'm
If
gonna
you look
show
under
that.
the mattress, the underneath the mattress is a, it's like it's like see through.
yeah.
I had a giant sheet of cardboard that I had under that.
Uh-huh.
That I had 3. I think I can show this. Wait, do I have it over here? I have it. Yeah, so I had. This is the smallest one. I had 3 of these. This one's
Nice.
little, and the other 2 I had with flatter handles so that I could put them under the mattress and pull them out if I needed.
That's a curvy blade.
Charlie, look at what I just sent you.
couple
This
of
is a really
guns.
good picture.
You know, a few swords.
Oh, this is a perfect episode.
Let me see. Gritata. Let's see.
Did you say frittata?
Grittata.
That's a really good picture of the dive board.
Yeah, and it's a really good picture, like when you see how big the person is next to it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you really understand how, like you really get the size comparison when you see
How
like there's a little
big.
person, and they're like closer than that is.
Yeah.
That's like
Now, like,
Fucking
if you
gigantic.
see, if you'll use the mouse for a second, the part that you can see that's falling in is just like these bottom two dive boards. Like right there. And then the top part, I don't know where the top part is, but it's not there.
it's not.
No.
I thought I saw it. Hold on.
I don't think so. It wasn't there, at least hold on, let me make sure.
No, the whole thing's there.
No, like, I'm looking at a picture of it.
I'm looking at it too. The whole thing's there. Look, boom.
You're not looking at an up close
1,
picture
2,
of it, though.
3, 4. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be up close.
Hold
Like,
on.
look at that. They're all 4 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on, give me a second.
I hate it when y'all fight.
I'll send you the picture I'm looking at.
Okay, I mean, you can, but we already have a picture.
Right.
There's actually some videos on
Bring
YouTube
up
of
the
people
chat.
exploring springs.
Bring up the chat. I want to be able to read.
See, that's only 2. That looks like the midsection of it.
That looks way later than that other one because there's like trees growing in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what
look
I'm
at this
saying.
one. This one, there's dirt and shit, but there's like not other. There's like the trees were like right here.
Oh, you know what? They might have took that top part off because maybe people were trying to use that to climb down into the pool.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Or
It's
that
getting
would
reclaimed by
technically be
nature,
the
yeah.
top, and they just took off the base.
Yeah, I can't tell. We might be seeing it from a weird perspective too.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
too.
this is from a whole nother angle. Like it might be like. Oh, wrong one. Oh well, fuck it.
That's a clean break off at the top, though. Right
Yeah.
there in that image.
We might have someone go out there and just fucking
We
buzz.
need to go look and see, like, for real.
Yes. Hi, Charlie Creighton and other random dude. Hello, Snipes.
Hello,
This
Hey,
is
Snipes.
Snipes.
Matt. He
I'm Matt.
is our friend. He does conspiracy talk. We've discussed
do.
our conspiracies for the night, but you know we're always open
We're
to
chilling.
more. And now he's
Open to
he's
more.
really becoming more of like a third member that will not always be here, but will hop in. From
He's
time
like
to
the
time.
Robin to mine and Charlie's Batman.
I'd say he's more like
I,
the Robin to your Nightwing, and I'm Batman.
why do I have to be Robin in this? Like, oh, like
You're the
Nightwing
new one.
is
Stop
amazing.
complaining.
Yeah,
Robin's cool.
Yeah,
Robin's cool. Stop
Okay,
complaining.
wait. It depends on which Robin.
Robin's
I
Dick
can,
Grayson. Dick Grayson.
Okay, I
no,
can-
No, because Dick Grayson.
Damien. You're Damien.
okay, I could be.
No.
I can,
Yeah, he's
No,
Damien.
he was-
Look at him. Look at him.
No,
He's
no.
smart. He's a smart person.
No, Damien
He's clever.
isn't but Tim's the clever one. Damien's just like the like egotistical, like want to murder everybody.
I could be
one.
egotistical. I love
Matt,
that.
I could
Murder?
see Matt wanting to murder.
I love
everybody.
murder.
Huge fan. Is posted. Is that Ben?
Yeah,
P,
that's gotta
P
be
posted.
Yeah.
Hello, Ben. I think
Hello,
probably.
Ben.
Alrighty, I promised myself to sleep at a more decent hour, so I'm off for now. Love you guys. Have a
What's
great
wrong?
rest of
What
stream.
Who's that?
Stevie.
Okay.
Stevie,
Good night,
get with
Stevie.
Creighton. Figure out a time that we can all like
Yeah.
go do something in this horrifying time.
We could
It's
probably-
Dylan. Wait, who's Dylan? Am I dumb?
Dylan?
Dylan. Posted as Dylan.
Oh, that might be Dylan, like
Dylan.
Mike's
Creighton brought
son,
me.
Dylan.
I don't know.
Mike. That's my
Creighton brought
mom.
me here. Creighton brought me here.
Creighton is the
says-
great
says
uniter.
I am
Yeah, I'll
the great
figure it out.
man.
Gotcha, Stevie.
I guess that's Dylan.
What's your opinion on Warzone? Snipes? I fucking
I think that's
love
Dylan
it.
Mike's son.
It's amazing.
Warzone
Good night,
is good.
Stevie.
Warzone is good. Can we get the chat back up there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You don't
you gotta
like-
keep reminding me because
Yeah, it's
whenever
all
I go over here
I
to
wonder what else we can.
It's just
Do
it's very nice to be
anything.
able to like look over and be like, oh, what's people saying?
Oh, here's an aerial view, man.
Good night, Stevie D again, just in case you didn't I didn't say
Now
it. I'm not
this
sure.
one is from.
Yes.
I don't see a year. posted.
Oh, okay. So I
You have something?
yes. So we were talking about springs, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, there that boat landing near there is where I used to go magnet fishing. Have I ever told you about magnet fishing?
No. What
Chris?
is that?
I know Snipes. I'm uploading last
Oh,
night's
is
podcast
that
right
the
now.
thing
It's
where, like,
taking
you
a long
just put
time
a
tonight for
magnet
some
on a
reason.
fish thing and you try to,
But
like,
that's
put
probably
it
why
over,
it's
like,
lagging.
magnet?
Yep.
We just figured if we were gonna do it at all, we
That's
might as well
correct.
do it.
Did
You
you
know, we're already
find
like an hour and a half in.
Yes.
What
Well,
did you find?
Okay, so
If
like,
you can hear us, we're
And
good.
How powerful of a magnet?
I know it's gonna be laggy, so
oh gosh, it's a really strong magnet. But so like you take a big ass magnet and you tie a rope around like the hoop, and like the magnet's supposed to be like 250 pounds of like pull, like magnetic pull. And you throw that in the water, and you just kind of like go around just trying to pick stuff up.
Oh,
Basically,
yeah.
because like you pick like bad stuff out of the water, so like you
Yeah.
can help clean up the
we
environment.
can hear you. Just making sure. Okay, cool.
But one time though, me and my dad were out there, and like I was just like kind of like fucking around, trying to find something. All of a sudden, like I throw in the
You found
water.
a gun.
No, I wish it was that cool, but I was still really hyped. So like, and like it started to tug. I was like, God, this thing's heavy. What is this? And I start pulling on it. I'm like, ugh, what is this thing? And slowly but surely, something starts to rise out of the water.
It was a dick.
No,
Oh, okay.
this was a metal folding chair, like
What?
a whole ass like chair.
Was it a nice chair?
Some guy
No.
got pissed that his line broke and went, God damn it! Just threw the chair he was sitting on in his boat.
I will say I once
Who is
lost a
Dylan?
magnet, and it was
Dylan is Mike's son.
You do know that now?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Like I'm 90% sure.
Okay.
So
well, hello,
I need to
Dylan.
carry in Warzone. I
I
do
see.
need to
You've
carry in
never
Warzone.
met this Dylan, but like he's really cool. He's pretty cool.
I have some friends that can really carry
He lives
you
in Tennessee.
Warzone, Matt.
Good.
I've got like top 100 guys
Please,
who can
yes.
carry you. Warzone.
I'm so bad, dude.
That
I'm-
chair was a murder weapon. You're probably right.
I ended up throwing it away, but like I was like,
Wow, now you're an
Wow.
accomplice.
oh,
That's
shit.
fucked up, bro. You're in
I'm
trouble.
sorry.
Wait, was like the whole was
So-
the seat intact and stuff?
No, it was all like rotted, and then like, and I was like, oh, I got a big one, and I pulled it up on like to the deck, and I took a picture with it, and I said I would cherish it forever.
And then you
Cherish
threw it away.
it forever.
You
Then you
know.
threw it away.
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Yeah, and then I threw it in the dumpster because it was nasty. It's horrible. But
What else have you found? Is that it?
junk, like nothing.
I found a ring, like a really cool looking
Ooh, that's
ring,
cool.
and I wish I had it. I don't know where it is. I found it when I was like 6
Uh-huh.
or 7.
Were you magnet fishing?
Now
Or were you
I had
metal
a
detector?
metal detector.
Dude,
It was
metal detecting
when
is
Lake
so
Murray dried up. Lake Murray dried up one summer, like
Ooh, okay.
like 400 yards into the lake. It was
Uh-huh.
like there was no water at all. I don't know.
I remember that summer, like because
Yeah.
it was dry up here. It was like
Well, it was
really
only
bad
for a
drought.
day. It was only for like a day and a
That
half.
was cool.
Yeah.
There was like one summer when there was like a really bad drought and like everything was like fucking like down. Like you saw boat landings that were fucking like beached and like.
That's really cool though.
You remember that though?
I don't remember
Watery
that at
was
all.
like that for a long time.
It's not a sheltered life. Like my first 10 years of life, it was just my home. Like I have no idea of events outside of that.
I took that ring to elementary school, and I had a janitor there that I talked to all the time. That was super cool. They would like hang out with us when we were. The janitors would like watch people whenever the teach like if we were out in the hallway, the teachers would have to go do something. They'd be like, "Can you watch the kids?" And the janitors were like, every kid was like friends with all the janitors. Like the janitors were like super cool.
They were just
And-
chill people.
Yeah, and there was this one janitor where I was like, "Hey, can you like clean this?" Because it was like really rusty. He was like, "I'll have it back to you at the end of the day." I
That's
was like,
awesome.
I got you, Mr. Clark. I forget his name.
That's so
he,
cool.
He came back with it, and it was like fucking polished, like this polished, pristine color
That
of
is
like,
cool.
like I mean, kind of honestly, like what a penny is, and what like that metallic color is,
Uh huh.
like a mix of that.
I can kind of
but-
see it. Yeah.
And like, and it was like all rusty and like sharp on the edges, and it
Yeah.
was like he said he soaked it in some kind of like acid
Chemical,
chemical,
yeah.
and then he like polished it, and
That's
he's
so
like, "Here you
cool.
go." And
I bet
I
that-
was like, "You're the shit," and he's
Yeah.
like, "You
I've
shouldn't
seen
say
people-
shit." I didn't say shit.
I've seen people do that with like pennies on YouTube. Where they dip it in like peroxide or something like that. It's like they got like a clear cup and then they'll just dip it in real quick. And you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, sorry, I was reading. I influenced a clever way to propose. Anyways, at least I think that's. Anyways, what were
Mr.
you
Clark,
I was talking about like how
would
people,
you honor me?
Like, I was talking about like how people clean like pennies and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they'll dip them. Is it peroxide? What is it that they dip them in?
There's all kinds of different ones for different metals.
Yep. So like, there's a big one is like people take computer parts, and they will literally just dump a bunch of computer parts in like a vat of acid, which will eat anything that's not gold, and they'll just take all the gold and like. There's a lot of different like processes to extract.
There's a lot of gold in computer parts.
Really?
Yes, it's very important.
There's a lot of
It's in
copper.
all your TVs, all your computers.
There's a lot of copper in TVs.
Yeah,
Problem is, it's such a pain to get to. It's not really worth the scavenging, like
yeah.
for the minuscule amount of copper. Because I once wanted to be.
Copper's
That
not
was another one of my
magnetic, is
big
it?
like my schemes was I was
You
going
have
to
a
be
big. You have a lot of
salvager.
dust like on your fans. Like it's like a inch of dust.
Yeah, I need to clean it.
Might be why we're dropping frames.
That's not what I
No.
was trying.
I'm messing with you.
I feel like you're not.
The dust.
That's
is
one of those things where it's
clogging
like, oh, he caught me. Now I'll say I'm messing with you again, and he'll think that I know what I'm talking
up. And
about.
you are none the wiser.
I'm the one.
Bamboozled again.
This is so cool. Like,
What is?
I'm just
The
looking
park?
at more
You're still looking at the
pictures.
park?
Yeah. Here's another picture, but you can't really tell right here. What the fuck is that?
I will not sleep tonight until this podcast is uploading.
Oh, like
God.
that.
Just so I don't get fucking scolded by your mom
Strong-armed
again.
by Kimberly again.
Bro, she got so mad. I hope you're listening, and I hope you enjoy this podcast, Kimberly.
She's like, she wants stuff to like content herself during this quarantine.
Yeah.
That's
She doesn't
fair.
have students to
Are those
fuss at.
oranges in the mirror? Those are oranges in the mirror, you eagle-eyed.
How do you see so well?
He
I am
takes,
Flint. Must
he
eat a lot of carrots.
he takes a lot of vitamin
Did you say vitamin?
A. Vitamin A.
Oh, okay.
Vitamin A. I do. I take a lot of vitamin A.
Space A.
Okay.
Vitamin A.
Yeah, I think that if I'm ever uploading another video while
Oh,
doing
that
this
might
one,
be why.
it's definitely that's 100. I said that when we started.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
knew that was gonna. We've dropped 23,000 frames this stream already.
That's a lot of frames.
We're at an hour at like an hour 45. I'll probably start wrapping it down.
Okay.
Just because like we're already going pretty late.
Yeah.
This one is
And a
taking
lot
a
of stuff
weirdly
you got
long
there.
amount of time to upload. Like anyway. Well, no.
Oh,
it
you
was
know
like
what? This might
3
be
hours
two
long.
separate diving boards. So there might just be 3 platforms.
Yes, that is a separate
Essentially.
diving board. That's a
You see,
separate
Dilton
piece.
has been
So you
liking
get
all
up
the
there and you
tweets
get
for
on
the stream,
actual
but then he
webcast,
doesn't show up.
I think.
And
So
it's-
then let's look at the picture with the fucking wrecked shit. Let's see if
We're gonna
that's-
crack this case wide open.
We are.
This mystery will be.
Well, see, that's still only 2
resolved.
though.
Do you know what Twit Longer is on Twitter?
Mm-mm.
Twit Longer is if you want to write like a big, like you only have so many characters on Twitter.
Yeah.
Twit Longer is an extension where you can write like essentially a giant tweet and put the link to that tweet in a tweet, so that you can say like, I've been wanting to say a lot, so here you go.
Okay.
And my friend,
A link to a link.
my best friend Nathan, he said it's time for me to tell the truth, and then he put the link for the for the Twit Longer, and I opened it, and it says, "Time for me to tell the truth. I'm really horny."
Tell it like it is. Preach, brother.
And like knowing him, like he doesn't talk about serious shit, so like I could already see by the likes
you
and like
know.
responses, like everyone was like, "Bro, shut the fuck up." There's no way you just baited all of us that hard.
Figured it
So
out.
he got me,
Trying
bro.
There's a third platform back here. Like it goes one platform one side, the one platform the other, the one platform on the left.
Oh, so that's why we might only be seeing 2. Like it might be being covered up.
Because it's
Yeah.
like what we figured out. There's actually 2 diving boards in that other picture. One like there's a separate.
I love that
smaller
this
one.
is what our detective sleuthing is. Like, let's by the angle, we have 2 pictures. One is what we think, the other one is the same thing but different looking.
You know those
So are we looking
Well,
at the
it's
same?
designed in such a weird way. It
Yeah.
look literally from any angle, unless like you're
Well, it's so
straight
that
on.
you can't fall onto other people when you're up on the next level.
And we weren't thinking about that looking. We're just like, oh, 3 levels, And
Yeah.
then, like, the longer I've been looking at it, the more I'm like, wait a minute, I
Well,
think
see-
I cracked the case.
Creighton and I have.
So that is the full diving board that is laying there.
Creighton and I have studied many different schools of detective thought, but we put
I've
most of our
watched a
time.
bunch of Sherlock.
I was literally, you beat me by 1 second. I was going to be like, yeah, we have all seen Sherlock, man.
Well, yes, and we've also done a lot of those. Those like compare the pictures and spot the differences.
Mhm.
That's where we've really done most.
I
of
actually
our
majored
Corporate
in,
wants
in
you to
spot the
figure out
difference
the
in
difference.
Oh,
between
oh
them.
man, I'm cultured.
Corporate wants you to spot the differences between these 2 photos.
Dude, I was on Omegle. You know what Omegle is?
Yeah.
I was on Omegle a couple nights ago trying to talk to David Dobrik because he was on Omegle.
Okay.
Like there was like 40,000 people on Omegle at one
Yeah,
point
I
because of
bet.
it, and I didn't get connected with anyone for like an hour.
Damn.
I clicked like the fucking spot the stop sign. I clicked more stoplights and crosswalks
Uh-huh.
and fucking stairs and boats and bicycles than I've ever seen. Fat Asso says, wait. Oh, well, there you go.
What?
No, I'm not gonna read it out loud.
That's a thought.
it's a thing he said.
It's a statement.
Nah, I'm cool, but keep trying. Keep asking other people. Maybe someone will let
You'll
you.
find somebody for you. Like.
Oh well, there goes Snipes deleting the message.
Where is Walnut for basic bitches?
Wait, basic bitches. Are you
We're
trying to
basic
imply that we're not intelligent, Snipes? How dare you, unmodded?
Imagine.
Imagine my unmodded Snipes for making a joke.
Oh shit! There's like shit written on it. From
Yeah,
the air. No, I'm
people-
talking about from the air. Oh, that's dumb. It
What?
just says squad.
That is stupid. We should go write like a really awesome
Oh, there's an Abraham Lincoln
like
one. in this
hello airplanes.
one. That's a really good one, that one. Or is that part of the design?
That's actually is really good.
Is that like? Did somebody do that, or is that part of the design?
Snipes is probably
It's
gonna ban
definitely
him.
not part of the design. Like, there's no way.
Unless
Like,
they
someone
were-
had
they-
to, like, why
unless
would
it
you
was-
put Abraham Lincoln on
They
a
just
thing?
really had a thing for Lincoln back in the 70s.
Yeah, Lincoln.
Lincoln. Abraham
What a
Lincoln.
hot man.
He was a cool dude.
He's
That's-
honest.
what's- oh,
Are you trying to ban him? Hold on.
Go on.
I'll ban him.
There's a dick there. You know what? I'm surprised there's not more dicks in this picture.
Foam.
I am. You know what? I'm honestly surprised as well. I'm surprised that you haven't been like, nah, just time out. Okay, then unban him. Because I banned
Oh,
him.
here's a better picture. Nope, never mind.
See if he learns his
Oh wait,
ways.
here's a better picture comparison of the
your
diving
ways.
board with the shitty picture of the diving board now. So potentially, if we
Those
go
are dogs.
there, we could like use the diving board to climb down into the pool. Potentially.
Potentially.
Wait, go back up.
Wait, what's up? What's up?
I think that we should definitely
Oh,
plan this
shit.
trip.
Oh, there's a map of it.
I think there is a
Ooh,
map.
we need the map. No, wait, is this the map? This is
Yes,
We need
Dora
the
the
map, need the
Explorer.
map, need the map, need
this
the
isn't
map.
the same. This isn't the same map because, like, look at all this shit.
double
None of that's
message.
in Springs.
Well, open it up like
I
like
can't-
open like
wait, how
you
do
can
I-
maximize that. We don't have to.
How do I
We're not
ma- how do I-
animals. We're not
how do I-
savages. Great.
how do
We
I
have
maximize-
technology.
We have
Open
technology.
image in new tab. Or you can open the link
We're
in new
not
tab.
cavemen, SpongeBob. We have technology.
Yeah, that doesn't line up at all because you don't
Ah,
see
goose,
like
goose,
the
boys.
Olympic fleet.
Boys,
You don't
goose,
see
goose,
the
goose,
Olympic
goose.
swimming pool or like.
Black Witch roller coaster.
See what I mean?
is this?
Hey, Peter.
I think there was a roller coaster there at one point.
What is this? Where's the website go to? Abandoned SC. Abandoned. There's a.
We will continue this search off.
There's a.
offline.
Oh, yeah, we-
yes.
yeah,
I'm gonna go
sorry.
ahead and wind it down.
Sorry.
While we, no,
Okay.
it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down, everybody. I'm gonna find somebody. We got two. I'm not gonna rate anybody. Snipes, thank you for being here. Whoever is still
Snipes.
who's still here. Let me see.
Fat asso, thank you for being here.
Ham sitting here lurking. Hey Ham, if you're still listening. If not, thank you for the lurk. Even though you can't hear me saying that, if you can't hear me. Oh, excuse me. It was a good one.
good. That was quality.
Kimberly, thank you for watching the whole time. Probably on YouTube.
Or listening.
Or
She
listening,
mostly
rather.
listens.
Yeah.
Good night.
It was good.
I'm so tired.
Good to roast you just a little bit after getting fucking demolished this morning over the phone.
She really came at you.
She
She's like,
attacked
"You
me,
want
bro.
some wine with that cheese?"
Yeah, she was
Like,
so mean.
Jesus.
Okay. Goodbye, gentlemen. I'm always used to like looking for a stream, but we're just ending it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Good night. Goodbye,
night.
everybody.
Good
We
night,
love
goodbye.
you.
We love you. This is the Shirts Off Podcast.
Penis noises.